Ghana's inflation trajectory on a good path. Let's move to some other stories. We are struggling to survive. Newly posted teachers appeal to Mahama. We are struggling to survive. Newly posted teachers appeal to Mahama. Then you have ECG pushes for 224% electricity price hike. ECG pushes for 224% electricity price hike. ECG. NSA shakeup. Jamfi lost position over defense of discredited service system. NSA shakeup. Jamfi lost position over defense of discredited service system. That's according to Suleiman Abrima of the Media Foundation West Africa, MFWA. Binyiri clashes. Mediation committee given 1 month to deliver peace. You know that the Minister for the Interior, Mohammed Muntaka Mubarak, yesterday gave marching orders to the committee and issued a 1 month deadline for the committee to deliver peace in the Binyiri clashes, which has resulted in some Ghanaians seeking refuge in other countries. But moving on, claims of E&P takeover false. Azuma Resources Ghana. Claims of E&P takeover false. That's according to Azuma Resources Ghana. Now, when you go to the Ashanti region, Sewua Chief demands urgent completion of abandoned hospital project. Sewua Chief demands urgent completion of abandoned hospital project. Cashew industry needs urgent support to compete globally. That's according to the cashew processors. Say that cashew industry needs urgent support to compete globally. And then you have Mahama to hold media encounter on September 10. Mahama to hold media encounter September 10. Now, let me take you to citynewsroom.com. What's citynewsroom.com saying? Inflation could drop to 9% by end of year. Again, Professor William Bam-Boateng speaking there. He is an economist, and he's projecting that inflation could drop to 9% by end of year. Azuma Resources statement denying gold concession takeover illegitimate. That's according to E&P, engineers and planners. Okay. Exchange rate a symptom, not key economic indicator. Again, Prof. William Bam-Boateng speaking. Abronye arrested for offensive conduct. That's according to the Ghana Police Service. Current exchange rate figures more realistic. That's Toma Imi here. Then you have exchange rate, 12 CD far more defensible than previous 10.5. It's Joe Jackson of Dalex Finance speaking there. So we had all of them on the point of view last night with Bernard Avles speaking on the economy of Ghana and, of course, the president's 9 months, if like assessment of the president's economy in 9 months. Now, there's the ECG story also here. It says ECG seeks 224% tariff hike to restore financial stability. And then we have the National Service Authority issue. Felix Jemfi's defense of flawed NSA platform untenable. That's the Suleiman Abrima of the Media Foundation West Africa. PNP, People's National Party, petitions Iyoko over 78 million CD allocation to Government Communication Office. So the PNP led by Janet Nabla is appealing to Iyoko for that. Then you have conflict over service posting system triggered Jemfi's exit. That's according to Larry Dogbe of the Herald newspaper. Conflict over service posting system triggered Jemfi's exit. We know that Felix Jemfi, acting boss of the National Service Authority, has been reassigned to the Finance Ministry. And then there's a final one. Government sets up mediation team to end Binyiri clashes. Go online, citynewsroom.com, channel1newsonline.com, but you can also download the Channel 1 News app from the Google Play Store and have access to all these stories and more. I am Nana Tufo Boateng. This is Breakfast Daily here on Channel 1 Television. Stay with us. We'll be right back with the news review segment.
Business Olympics is back. It's all about team building, networking, and staying healthy. Which game will your company participate in this year? Is it 7-a-side football, volleyball, swimming, basketball, or sack race? Rally your teammates and get ready for action. Date, Saturday, September 27, 2025. Time, 8 a.m. Venue, Eden Heights Sports Complex. Call 0558-973-973 to register your company today. Let's keep fit, grow connections, and enjoy a day full of energy and excitement. It's powered by City FM with support from Channel 1 TV.
Full of questions, where truth often hides behind noise, one show dares to ask what truly matters face to face. With fearless clarity and a quest for accountability, host Umarusanda Amadou sits down with the movers and shakers of politics, governance, society, and business, confronting the issues that define our national conversation.
The party itself has said that whenever you are in opposition, you should choose flag bearers early.
So what you are trying to tell me is that you want somebody who is going out to come and select a leader for you. So the next person will come and say, but I didn't select him.
Direct victim of attack, violent attack.
Where and when?
The first one happened in Parliament. I was pregnant.
Now, for me, it was legitimized by a radio or TV station giving her a position to work.
So for you, take issue with GH1 and what and giving her the platform.
That is where the minority is. We are on them. We've asked questions.
President Mahama will be a mean president if he prioritizes only his children and DCP. He needs to demonstrate a Ghanaian government.
Every Tuesday at 9 p.m., join Umarusanda Amadou on Face to Face as he digs deeper, challenges power, and reveals the stories shaping Ghana's future. Only on Channel 1 TV.
In a world filled with challenges, we all need guidance, hope, and a lifeline to anchor us.
This is Lifeline, and I'm your host, Fred Crunchy Mensah.
From social issues, relationship challenges, and family matters, Lifeline is here to inspire, uplift, and guide you on your journey.
Where we give you support, where we hold your hand through the valley and through the thick and thins of life.
Join Bishop Fred Crunchy Mensah.
I welcome you especially to Lifeline.
Every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 p.m. right here on Channel 1 TV. Let's walk this path together, strengthen our faith, our families, and our lives. Lifeline, because every soul deserves a guiding light. Tune in to Lifeline on Channel 1 TV and let's grow together.
Hello there. Thank you so much for choosing us. This is Breakfast Daily on Channel 1 Television. We're coming to you from our studios here at number 5 Ula Hansen Lane at Tessano, Accra. The show is interactive. We want to hear from you, so send us your thoughts, your comments, and contributions. We are on X, we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on Instagram. Drop your comments there, like and share, and of course, engage with our post. But you can send your comment in via the WhatsApp number on your screens. Let us know your thoughts and your comments. We have a number of issues to deal with today on the news review segment of the show. And so we're going to go straight into it. Let me say good morning to my guest. Larry Dogbe is the editor of the Herald newspaper. Good morning, Larry.
Good morning.
Good to have you. And of course, the good prof is here, Professor Michael Ayamga Adongo. He's the Deputy CEO of the Environmental Protection Authority, EPA. Good morning, Prof.
Good morning,
Good to have you. Good to have you. Right, so this morning we'll start with...
The good old Prof.
I don't want to push him into that bracket yet.
I don't look that old.
Yeah, normally described as the good
old
professor.
Anyways, gentlemen, you're welcome.
Thank you.
We're starting from the retail front. Yesterday, the Abosokan Spare Parts Dealers Association embarked on an exercise to close down shops of foreign retailers, if you like, shops owned by foreign people. They call it foreign-owned shops. And this they say they are doing in line with the GIPC, that's the Ghana Investment Promotion Act of Act 865. Yes, Act 865, that's what they say. I have a worrying concern, if you like, because I don't know if the association is clothed with the powers to enforce a law, or they should be doing this with the GIPC, or should it just be the reserve of the GIPC to enforce same? And then also let's look at what it means for us, a country that has signed on to the AFCFTA as well. So, Prof, let me start from you.
Yes, thank you, and good morning to our listeners. Good morning to Larry here. He called me good old. Those of you watching me, the way what you are seeing is what I am. Don't think Larry is seeing a different.
What you see is what you get.
Yes. So I'm really young, but it's worrying if these things occur at a time that we are pushing a broader African agenda as far as trade is concerned, and most of the times, if these actions are taken by citizens outside the limits of the law, it becomes troubling. The main issue is, yes, Section 27 of the GIPC Act 2013, that is Act 865, as you rightly pointed out, provides a list of activities and businesses that are reserved solely for citizens. And that said, it is the responsibility of law enforcement, the Ghana Immigration Services Authority, and then also in collaboration with the relevant agencies to monitor these things and regulate them. To the extent that other actors in the space takes the law into their own hands and begin enforcing these things, is problematic because then it may trigger reactions and responses from other jurisdictions where you also have Ghanaians who may not be doing what they are doing here, but the fact that they have heard that their citizens have come under certain forms of attacks, it could trigger that kind of thing. And if we take the historical happenings into context, especially between Ghana and Nigeria, we need to be very mindful when we engage in some of these things. But Nana, you see, it's an interplay of factors here. There is the institutional failure dimension of it, where we fail to actually monitor people who have come into our jurisdiction, how long they stay, what they engage in. And this takes time to unravel. And I cannot say that we have been up to speed with doing that. That is because we look the same. It's not other places where you see that, okay, somebody has come into your country and he's white or he's this, and then we can say this is a foreigner. But for Africans, and particularly West Africans, we may look the same, and that makes it difficult to monitor. Secondly, you realize that people also stay here and they acquire Ghanaian nationality. And in some cases, you may see him as an Alata man or some Hausa man who has come here and is doing business, but has been here for a very long time and is, for that matter, a Ghanaian. So when you engage in these acts, you could actually be harming people who are legally Ghanaians, but you think that because of where they are coming from, they are not Ghanaians. And that is why it is not advisable for people to take the law into their own hands. One dimension of it is that there is some act of collusion
Okay.
Because many of these businesses that are running, some of these same traders have provided cover for them, enabled them to register businesses, and you have even acquired these shops for them. So now that they are actually expanding and then taking control of the businesses, then it looks like the relationship goes sour, and then you now want to blame law enforcement and government for not being agile enough. That is the key challenge. Lastly, there's also some artifact of economic sabotage coming back to bite those who are engaging in it. You see, many of these people you call foreign nationals who are mostly into, yes, they veer into petty trade, but they want to be, let me say, wholesalers or some kind of thing, are watching the markets. When prices started falling, some of them were quick enough to be able to sell at a reduced price, respond to what the dollar is doing. But many of the Ghanaian businesses refuse to reduce their prices. And consumers are not morons. They take everything into consideration and they buy. So you automatically created that loophole for them to exploit. And it is this one of the key driver that is pushing many to act, because they now realize that these same people that they colluded to open shops and other things for them are not undercutting them because they are able to go and bring and sell, and they want their business to keep moving. You buy from them and you want to sell, and you want to sell things today as if when the dollar was 17, 18 cedis. And because you are not able to sell it, then you have a problem. I remember I went to the mall sometime. I entered one shop. I wanted to buy a watch then. It was going for as much as 5,000-6,000 Ghana cedis. I entered the next one, and it was around 3,000. So I then asked why are they different? Why is it the same watch?
It wasn't a matter of quality.
So he picked the phone and called the other shop and asked, and then they said, yeah, their prices that way. Then the reason was simple. Someone has responded to the economic environment. Another person was holding on to see who he can exploit. And if people went buying on the other one, then you say, okay, he's not a Ghanaian and you are a Ghanaian, he should go out. So that is the key challenge. But let's also be straightforward. We need to be up and doing and deploy immigration and other services to monitor this, but within the framework of the law. I understand that they say they are doing this within their rights under civil citizens arrest. And if you look at the Citizens Arrest Act and the provisions for which it should occur, I think this is a little bit contentious and out of the range, and we ought to be very, very careful. So yes, it's this interplay of factors that is driving it, and we need to adopt a holistic approach to it. But this idea of harassing people because you think they are not Ghanaians is not right. Work with law enforcement, work with the government, work with other actors within the space, and then we can regulate it.
Very well. Larry, there are a number of angles that we can look at regarding this matter. The trade itself, then we also have, if like, our diplomatic relations to look at, and then also the attitude of our own people regarding pricing in this country. Because most often than not, the concern is that the foreigners are pricing lower than our people are. And that is where usually the contention comes from.
Thank you. So I hope we are not limiting this. I don't want to say this discussion, but as what is happening, or, you know, the implementation of this particular thing to, I mean, the West Africa and, you know, yes, let's say our West African neighbors, you know, I want us to avoid a situation where people will feel that what is happening is with the Nigerians.
So it's targeted.
Yes, the Nigerians are targeted. No. But I think that they mentioned the Chinese and other nationals who have taken over the space. Okay. And so it is more towards foreigners in general rather than a particular group of people such that if there's any, I don't want to say attack, but something similar to that.
Like a repercussion.
So people wouldn't feel that, oh, the Nigerians or whoever it is wouldn't be attacking Ghanaian nationals. But I think that retail business has never been in the hands of Ghanaians. Okay, since time immemorial.
That's the reality.
Yeah, that's the reality. I mean, growing up, we read about Lebanese nationals taking over the space.
Yeah.
Okay, and then most departmental shops are owned by
these Lebanese.
In recent, we've heard about Syrians as well. So the carpets that we used to see and so on, you know, the Turkish have run the space. The Chinese have also run the space. I recall, you know, I used to, you know, my mother had this galvanized basket.
Okay.
Is it basket? Yeah, basket. That was with a made in China.
Yeah.
Bucket,
the 34.
Exactly. Made in China. And, you know, the fact that you could even start spelling, you know, right from made in China, you know, was quite fascinating. Yeah. But I think we were young then and we didn't know what it was. At the time, there were companies here that could easily have manufactured some of those things. And that we shouldn't have gone all the way to China to bring them here.
This is why some of us, we are pushing the Made in Ghana product. This is Ghana exhibition is one of such avenues.
It's commendable. I thought we were going to talk about that. But then also, aside that, Malcolm, it's an Indian company. And you know what they do? They build the shops and then they take products. So if even you are a manufacturer here, they can take your product and put it in one of their departmental shops and sell from there. You can go in there and rent a space within a Malcolm, you know, building and sell whatever it is that you have to sell. I don't want to talk about Japo. So this one is Japo. You recall that. This one is from this one is from Korea. This one is from Italy. This one is Now, I'm not sure in certain countries they could also mention things like we are mentioning now. But we have opened up the space saying that it's a free market. And once you call it a free market, every Tom, Dick, and Harry will enter with his or her product. The factories we talk about, I mean, who are the owners of those factories? They are foreigners. So the person is manufacturing biscuit here, and you are saying what? Okay, the person is manufacturing bottled water. And he can't sell.
You think the act itself needs to be looked at?
For me, it's not even the act, it's our attitude. The act is just a document. See, I'm just reading at 865, and then the section 27, which talks about, you know, activities reserved for Ghanaians and Ghanaian, you know, owned enterprises. And look at it. The fascinating one, it's D, where it said the printing of recharge cards. You know, I know for the use of subscribers.
That's 27(1)D.
Yes, of telecommunication services. Another one, E, says production of exercise books and other basic stationery. F, the retail of finished pharmaceutical products. G, the production, supply, and retail of sachet water. This is in our laws as a country. And all aspects of pool betting businesses and lottery except football betting. Earlier, I had talked about the operation of taxi or car hire service in an enterprise that has a fleet of less than 25 vehicles. But you know the most striking, where it says that the operation of a beauty salon and a barber shop.
That's section 27 of Act 865.
Yeah, that's C. The operation of a beauty salon and a barber shop. This is what we have reduced ourselves to. In any serious country, this shouldn't be.
But the issue of the barber shop also struck because, you know, we have different tastes for And most of the time when I travel, I still want to be barbed by a Ghanaian because I feel one way or the other, I didn't know how my hair should look.
Yeah.
And so
it's a special hair.
It's a special hair.
Let's say good morning to Dr. Ezekiel Ejeku, Obey is a member of the New Patriotic Party's communications team. Doc, good morning.
Good morning.
Good of you to join us. Thank you.
So we should have, I mean, this is what we have put in our laws. It's so, striking, isn't it?
Yeah, indeed. Indeed.
I mean, but you can be sure. I mean, I've had Nigerians baba me before.
Used to.
Oh, no, they still do.
When?
I won't tell you.
Which period? It doesn't require much.
That's why I'm asking when.
Prof, your nice outfit. We have Nigerian shops dotted all over the place that are designing them.
Yeah.
Ghanaians have tried, but either their cost is in the roof, or, I mean, the quality of it, I mean, because it's a new thing, a new trend that came. It's less than 20 years old. You get it. But these Nigerians, they've done this thing over and over the period. So the quality of their material, the quality of their, their designs and so on. So people easily jump at it. But at the bottom of it all, it's the pricing.
The pricing, Pricing,
it's pricing. You can have, 3 or 4 or 5 foreigners here, and they'll give you good pricing. Go to the Ghanaian shop. He will tell you about, how the grandmother's funeral, this thing is packed there, how the electricity bill is in there.
The price build up.
Everything. He has a list. And he will rattle it like that.
The Kalabule mindset.
And you ask yourself, I mean, how about the other guys who are also, are they using a different, type of electricity? In some instances, even their materials are even better than the Ghanaian one. You get it? I mean, for me, this draws my mind back to the days of control, price control.
Price control.
That, PNDC came to, exactly. Yeah, sure. So, I mean, how come your price is off like that, and that you are ballooning the prices? Aside that, then the products are hoarded and you can't have them and so on. See, like as Prof said, most of these shops or buildings or facilities and so on were rented out to these foreigners by Ghanaians.
By Ghanaians, yeah.
You get it? Either the owner of the building has priced out the Ghanaian out of the building.
Or he wasn't even a serious part
or
of
he
it.
wasn't, yes, exactly. He wasn't even a serious part of it. Or he himself even got another trader got it and then rented it to the foreigner, saying that, they are partners. We've had witnesses to a lot of those things. We have witnesses to a lot of those things. I had an issue with my car, and then somebody connected me to somebody who sells stuff. That was so kind. As soon as I spoke to him, he said, he doesn't have that, but there's a Nigerian shop nearby. Okay. And I got there, and the guy was busily speaking Twi.
Yeah.
I said, I thought they said you were Nigerian. But then when you monitor the accent very well, you could see traces of, Niger in there and so on.
Yesterday, one of them said, they lived his life here in Ghana. His children are Ghanaian, they have Ghanaian passports. Yeah. And the shop is registered in the children's name.
Yeah.
In that instance, what do you do?
Yeah. He's even he could easily be married to a Ghanaian lady.
Yeah.
This is it Igbo chief who, I met him somewhere. And he was telling me that he's been here since 1996.
Wow.
And I'm married to a Ghanaian lady. Okay, he has properties all around and so on. So when people are, saying certain things, I mean, they should dig a bit more to know to know who they are. So see, we can't talk about globalization and still be where we are. Globalization comes with various forms, of technology transfer. You need to welcome it.
Yeah.
Movement of, goods and services. You need to welcome it. You need also to appreciate the competition that it brings to you and be prepared for it. Our presidents, since, time immemorial, have been traveling, the world over, saying they are looking for investors here, investors that. What type of investors, investment are they looking for? So the people will come deep in the night when everybody is asleep. They ask foreigners because they are here and they know that, hey, they are here to work and make money and remit,
profits back.
Yes. You tell them that they shouldn't work in the middle of the night. We declared the one district, one factory a while ago. Okay? What became of it? We are talking about 24-hour economy as well. So if we, the Ghanaians, are sleeping and the foreigners are working, and we want to do what? You get it? We can't include sachet water, Baba Saloon, and all those things in there. Now, who is filling the space?
Yeah.
Because the typical Ghanaian will tell you that he's gone to bed. I mean, he's tired.
Yeah.
But the Chinese or the foreigners normally will have their residence on top of their shop. So anytime you call them, they get down, give you whatever it is, collect the money, and then they go back to bed.
Yeah.
You get it? We need to appreciate our culture. I mean, if we can do something about it a bit, to get, our economies running. But this thing where, don't come here, this is our space. Meanwhile, it's the same people who are renting out the shops to the foreigners. I mean, it's like blowing hot and cold. What is it that we want as far as our investment is concerned? Do we want money? How do we make the money? Is it by partnership? Or we want to do sole proprietorship? If that is what we should be clear in whatever it is that we want to do. By including barber shop, if you're sleeping and the librarian is ready to barber me, I should wait until you wake you. Oh, Chief.
Anyways, Doc, let me pick your thoughts on this issue of foreign retailers and the drive-by that Bosokan spare parts dealers to push them out of the business.
It's actually been a recurring issue.
Indeed, yeah.
I mean, almost.
We've seen Guta do same before.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Almost every year, it comes to the discussion tables.
Yeah.
And we discuss it extensively, and then it recurs. Just like many of our problems as a country. I'm sure we've already dealt with irrigation, sewage issues, and flooding already. Should there be another torrential rainfall?
National Sanitation Day is back.
It's just recycling of models. Recycling of models. We are not even going to go there. So we come back to the same issues, but just like Senior just ended, we need to rethink our business models. We need to rethink our laws, because I do not have to necessarily own a fiscal space to do a retail business in the country. When I was in school, I used to buy my watches from outside. And they were
big mind.
They were cheaper. They were cheaper. Actually.
You were buying watches for others. We were selling female handbags.
I don't know.
I used to sell ladies' bags in school.
I don't know if I'm
Which school?
Jay.
Oh, okay.
If I'm permitted to mention the online platform, I'm here at Alibaba.com, right? Yeah. Yes, I used to buy my watches from Alibaba. And no matter how long it takes, the Kolebu post office, it will be delivered wholesomely. Then you just be called that you have a parcel.
Were you buying only male watches or other watches as well?
Strictly male watches.
I like that. Strictly male
watches. So, I mean, it's an online shop, which does retail, I mean, products, but it's not fiscally located.
Yeah.
And we've seen changes even within our circles as young people. The online trading, there are more online shops than fiscal shops in the country right now. Hardly would you find a youth who is not working, who is technological savvy, and knows a thing or two about online stuff, who hasn't thought of at least having something to do online, right? So we need to rethink the whole business models and our laws to see to new trends and what really we need to adjust ourselves to properly position ourselves to embrace the change that has come. We talk of ECOWAS and the movements of goods and services without restriction along borders. We now have the African Continental Free Trade Area. properly instituted and located in Ghana.
Headquartered in Ghana.
We're headquartered in Ghana. And we talk of all forms of business treaties and economic treaties that we are part of as a country. And with time, what have we learned? What has been the adjustments? I have friends who go to East African countries to go and think of business. Currently, I have a friend in Europe who is there to meet some people wanting to, build some partnership and let them extend their businesses to Ghana. So all these nuances, all these new ways of doing business, and how the Ghanaian youth has also evolved, not to think local, but think regional and global as well. So we need to take a second look at it. The fiscal shops, Abosokai and Makola and other areas, I understand where they are coming from. Clearly, if you have non-Ghanaians trying to dominate your field, and I don't know, as Senior said, where they get their supplies from, but comparatively, these people would give you somehow a cheaper rate compared to our indigenous traders. So I understand the frustration when they feel they are being pushed off their safe space. But I still believe that sovereignty and the fact that we are Ghanaians should lend some credence to our local people. But the issue has to do with the umbrella or the smoke screen that's usually presented
Use
to
the
us.
umbrella.
The smoke screen that's usually presented to us. Because if the person is a foreigner and he tells you that Prof is my partner and he's just injecting capital into my business, really, what does the law say? So a lot of people are running under the scope of partnership to allow these foreigners come and do businesses in this country, which they are not allowed to. We can even veer off the trading space to go into even small-scale mining.
Yeah.
That without a specific evidence to point to, we can clearly tell what we see and what we hear from people, that especially Chinese come here and the concession, in quotes, is owned by the Ghanaian on paper. But in actual fact,
It's the Chinese
that
that's doing
concession
the
is
mining.
owned by a foreigner. So there are a lot of vacuums here and there, crevices here and there that people are exploiting. So it's about time we review our laws and provisions to make it as much difficult as possible for people to do what they are not expected to do, and to give the Ghanaian the breathing space. We speak of price and tax amnesty here and there. How does it extend to such businesses? And clearly these people come, if I have 1 million Ghana cedi to do any business and a foreigner also has equal amounts, is that person entitled to tax amnesty? As a local person, am I entitled to tax amnesty? But we clearly see that sometimes local businesses are shifted off competition because of the barriers even that exist in our own country.
Yeah.
And oftentimes, people are given, let's say, 3 to 5 years tax amnesty. They come, do their businesses, amass their wealth, then they change or they configure ownership and directorship of companies to take on another years of tax amnesty and whatnot. Meanwhile, the Ghanaian business, right from the start, is not having such privileges. And they are bidded off competition and all that. So we need to clearly take a real look at all these provisions, and most especially the new ways of doing business. I don't see how many Ghanaian youth have shops at Makola, but they are doing the businesses that other people are doing in Makola. The time I had to change the sound system of my car to at least a digital one, where I could have a thumb printing, sound system in my car.
To reflect your status?
No, just to have a feel of what Prof and Senior
have been enjoying.
I bought the sound system online. Come again.
Do you know Akasanoma?
I bought the sound system online. I could easily go to Abosokai, but I didn't have to go to Abosokai. It was online, I compared prices, and it was delivered, and it was a very good product. So what are we doing to take care of the new advantage that technology and online trading has given us? Luckily, we are the first country in Africa to properly operationalize mobile money interoperability. And it has made it very easy for people to send money across networks, people to send money across banks, people to send money to and from mobile monies to bank accounts. So the ease of doing business is there, the provision is there, the environment is created. How are we taking advantage of these things?
Well,
do we still have foreigners who are doing similar things online in our country as the Ghanaian youth? So there's a lot of opportunities that have been created, but we still need to take a second look at our provisions to tweak things and to take advantage of new areas and institutionalize proper procedures and laws to guard the era in which we find ourselves. And as a youth and a young man coming up, and my colleague young persons who are there doing online trading, that is where I believe my interest is mostly. Because you don't need to own anything. You just have to go to the producer of Sky Water. You know what? I can market the water online without owning anything. Oh, just come for them. When you sell, give my money back to me. So I can literally start a business without owning a shop and without even having a capital. All I need is my smartphone and take nice pictures, advertise it, put it out there. How are we safeguarding that space for the Ghanaian youth to take advantage of it and to show off some foreign competitors that might not inure to the benefits of the teeming youth who are looking at other ways of making business and sustaining their lives?
Very well.
1 minute. See, I agree with all that he said entirely. But the point is that we can't have the Africa free continental trade area here in Africa. Sorry, here in Ghana. And we'll still want to behave the way we are behaving. You get it?
Yeah.
Yes. And as I said, globalization demands that we open up. You bring your words here, and then maybe you also transport our, expertise out there. Prof, we have, since time immemorial, been who we are. Oh, our football is the best. Is that?
Well, yesterday they made us proud.
Our football is the best. Everything of ours is the best.
Our jollof.
Is our
Jollof.
Our jollof
Our
is
jollof.
the best. Our this is the best. Our that is the
And
best.
you know the other one?
Which one?
We are the first to do many things.
Exactly. And even when people have long, surpassed us, we are still holding on to past glory.
Yeah.
You get it? We are still holding on to past glories. When I used to hear, oh, Ghana, we are the country with the highest number of African Cup of Nations.
The trophies.
Yeah, trophies. Oh. Egypt surpassed us long ago.
Long ago.
And we are still where we are. You get it?
Past glory.
Past glories. Listen, we need to open up, learn new things, bring on board fresh ideas to learn something. We can't have this, institution right here, and we'll still want to behave the way we are behaving. I keep saying that the regional blocks that we have, Comesa, which all those.
So those they become more political than economic.
Yes, they are more political.
Yeah.
ECOWAS in particular.
Yeah.
However, the Eastern African countries, they are ripping fortune out of it. To a point where even the landlord countries in that area, they could go into partnership with the countries with the coastal one, the seaports, such that they create a zone for you, and there is a zone for this particular, country. So your goods are there, and then they have, done the whole arrangement so much so well that you pay taxes while you take your goods and then drive to wherever it is. The roads are good. See, in Sawam, Ofanko in Sawam, it's an international road.
It is.
But see, when we reduce it to, like a swimming pool that you had to drive through before and cars will just break down there. Okay, and it's there when we are watching.
Yeah.
Contractors are giving money.
I want to just add something that much as the world has changed and we want to integrate into the global scheme of things, there are certain enterprises that we still need to protect. That is a way of allowing startups to emerge. You want to start a bottling water, maybe you can start from the sachet water. And we think that it is important for us to protect certain vital industries for indigents or citizens. It is not to say don't compete, but then we think that there are certain areas that they should work. You can't go and say the mobile money business, for example, some foreign companies should do it. Then when is the small, young graduating students going to start from? So we need to balance it there. But you said something that is right. This issue we are having at Abossey Okai is an issue about demand. Some people are no longer getting the market, and they think it is the foreigners in the markets that are preventing the consumers from coming. But that is not the case. It is the way the market and the marketing system has changed over the years that has caused the consumers not to come. Because nobody is leaving his office now and coming to Abossey Okai to buy things. People come. You are talking about my clothes. I can't remember the last time I walked into a dressmaker's shop or other things to buy. I had Ghanaians, but it is the foreigners who actually, I had one when I was in the university. He used to come there. When I came here to EPA, I was there, they said he was looking for me, and he followed me up here and still makes my dresses for me. So if you, my Ghanaian dressmaker, don't see me, you don't have to blame maybe a foreign. No. It's because you are not agile and you are not responding to the times. I hate traffic.
It's a foreigner who designed this for you?
Yes, it's a foreigner. Right from my office. He comes to the office, measure me, and the truth is that my Ghanaian since I still have my weight, my measures when I was very big, and then this guy has it up to date.
Yeah.
And
this guy is more current.
And you know, I'm not patriotic. In fact, for a very long time, I never took Uber. I think I started taking Uber when I arrived, and then the price at which they charged me at the airport, I couldn't just believe it. And that is one of the things. But for a long time, I would always look for a taxi to take because I felt I didn't want to sit here and be enriching somebody somewhere. But then if you now want to exploit your own citizens, I don't think that we are at the mercy of our colleague business or our countrymen business people to exploit.
Right.
If you don't treat us as Ghanaians and you want to exploit us, human beings are rational, we say in economics, and they'll look for the best their money can buy. So it is not about Abossey Okai. People no longer come to Abossey Okai to buy. Look at the traffic. Maybe re-engineer the way you sell things. I'm driving my car and then I probably just see that, okay, the caution sign has emerged. And I get to the office and I'm imagining the traffic. I'm like, would you want to have somebody coming to say, oh, can I take your car, go work on it for you, and then bring it back?
Or even bring, let's say, a mechanic from
bring a mechanic. Can you have that service that you come to my office and say, oh, can you even take the last time I serviced my car? And then when it's about expiring, you are there to say, okay, you want to take it and go and service. You can do this business without any massive capital outlay. And you see that you won't need to be in Abossey Okai fighting. It's a place that people dread to enter. I remember once I entered, I got there and there was the first time there was traffic and somebody started laying his wares to sell. And I said, is it not this road I'm supposed to use? But he's expecting the traffic to stay so long that he can sell a thing or two before I get the chance to move. And that's what actually happened. So people need to understand that they need to change the way they sell and not harass other people.
Let me quickly throw this one in. The GIPC, on whose act the association stands to do what it is doing. If the GIPC is elevated to an authority, will it make any difference?
It's a dress donkey.
So the same thing.
It's a dress donkey. It's attitudinal. It's a dress donkey.
Because that's the argument I've heard.
How many of such institutions, where you move from a normal agency into a board or something, I don't know which one comes first, into an authority and so on. I mean, what did they bring?
The issue is that it brings something.
Maybe
it gives you the power,
have to tell us.
It gives you the power to enforce. And sometimes the agency with which you want to get something done if you don't have the power to enforce, then you have to rely on other agencies to get what you want done. And between that time and when you are actually more motivated to get something done, it can win. And we know we are a sensational country. When it is happening, then we are all talking about it. Let things go 3-4 days and you can get away with murder in this country just by not talking about it. So sometimes making agencies authorities and clothing them with the powers to enforce. Yes, you may say it's a dress donkey to a large extent. Others don't use it, but others also are able to achieve a lot of results because it takes away that bureaucracy and red tape that you have to go through to enforce the regulations that are within you. So yes, I think that maybe, but we have to ask ourselves, what are they currently doing with the powers they have?
Exactly.
Can they prove to us that the challenges they are having is because they are not an authority? Then if we can answer these questions, then we can take the right decisions. So it's not generic. There may be some other nuances that we need to explore before.
Quickly, so I can hear from Doc.
Let me draw your attention to something. You know, the measurement system. Do you know ours? You know, has to make the local measurement has always been the same.
I think that the measuring cup has faded. We're left with the Olunka.
And you know, you have our mothers beat the under.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
virtually with the, almost taking over, almost
and
getting
then
to
use the site, damage them.
And they have a way of damaging the whole thing. So even though you see the thing as Olonka,
the volume,
but the volume is still the same. Then you go to, let's say, the Arab countries, and they are very particular about their measuring system. So even if you want to buy ginger, this ginger that they have, you know, the sugar-coated ginger or something, they are weighing it for you. You want to buy beans, everything is weighed. You get it, such that when you are buying from, you know, yourself, me, and, you know, Doc, you have the same measurement throughout. Okay? Does it mean that corruption is attitude now? Because, I mean, the very moment you begin...
It's in our DNA. Anyways, Doc, quick one on whether if we have elevated the GIPC to an authority to make any difference.
Clearly, an authority has more power. I remember the Environmental Protection Agency and recently was elevated to Environmental Protection Authority. So even financial allocation to you increases and your power...
How you see money in a lot of things.
It's the ability to do more. Clearly, if, for instance, with the environmental protection...
what they've done with the change of name.
I don't know, it's a lot. It's massive. And just last week, my compliance team is in Tema trying to enforce compliance, and some of them were resisting. They even brought lawyers. So I remember calling for reinforcement from Kumasi to bring our lawyers there to work. And whilst they were arguing, I asked the boys to lock down the shops because we have the power to enforce. I'm working on the side of the environment and I don't have the chance to do it over again. So whilst you are trying to test our laws, let me get my work done. I told them to lock the place. I didn't even read the office and they followed up. And then I don't know when their lawyers disappeared and they paid. If we're probably, I'll have to go and report to somebody, and then so being an authority helps a lot. It does. You can also just take it and still do business as usual. So it depends on the people and then the agency and how it wants to achieve its objectives.
Doc.
So yes, clearly, I mean, you tend to do a lot. You tend to have extra muscles to enforce what needs to be done. I know the number of employees they used to have has increased compared to before. Because yes, I read a few around the graduation to an authority at the EP, I mean. So clearly, making them an authority will give them extra muscle, like I said. But as it stands, with the, in quotes, limited powers that you have, what has become of such powers? And I believe if we all agree and understand that, yes, with the little that you had, this is how much you're able to do, then we can all advocate that even giving the little, you're able to do as much. So clearly when you are giving much more, then you can do much better. So yes, that wouldn't hurt, but it boils down to what really would inure to the state, what really would inure to its citizens, and the protection of the little that the individuals of the country are engaged in to show off what we are seeing from foreigners. Clearly, it's a hard one on them. But as Prof said, we need to rethink businesses. It's also kind becoming digital enough. It's also kind extending its tentacles. Are they beginning to have annexes elsewhere that people can easily reach to transact businesses with them? But that is on the side of the individuals doing businesses. On the side of authorities and the state, of course, without even their new ways of doing businesses, we still need to enforce our laws to protect the little they have as we continue to give the education on business strategies and the changes that can be effected to make them even much more effective in their field of business.
Right. I'll take a few messages and then we make progress. This one says, good morning. My name is Charles Inashaiman. We Ghanaians are our own cause. Ghanaian businessmen want to get over 100% profit on one good instead of 10 to 15% profit. This one says, Prof, talking about Uber, our taxi people are not serious. I engaged Uber, which charged me 36 cedis for Achimota to Roman Ridge. A taxi quoted 50 cedis for the same distance. What would have been your advice?
Yeah, that's what I said. I used not to take them for a very long time. I think it's somewhere late last year that I started because of the same reason.
Yeah.
The same reason.
So our people, we are our own enemies, right? Okay, let's go to the Savannah region. The matter of the Gbenyiri conflict. The government has set up a mediation team with like a committee to help end the clashes. We're in the business of setting up committees. We set up committees for almost everything. And it's not all of them that we see results. Sometimes reports of these committees come and nothing becomes of it. There is a clash in Gbenyiri that has sent over 13,000 of our compatriots into other countries as refugees. When we don't even have assurance of what conditions in which they are living. For me, what I want to see is some urgency from our state actors regarding these matters. Instead of setting up a committee, our people are dying, some have fled, and they've been given 1 month to bring peace to the area. Larry, I don't know what your thoughts are on this.
I thought you allow Prof to talk since he is, conversant with the
area.
Yeah, with the area. And so, Prof.
What Prof?
Okay.
Larry has deferred to you.
Thanks for yielding. I think that when it gets to conflict, unfortunately, even if you happen to have some reservations with committees and mediation teams, but that's usually the best way to approach conflicts. You get people that both factions can trust, and then you can bring them to the table to talk. Again, we don't want conflicts to occur. I've said it time without number. But the speed with which His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has responded to this conflict is encouraging. If we had done that to several conflicts, I believe maybe they won't escalate and they won't be dragging on for years.
So could it be because it's too close to home?
It's not that. You may read so many angles to it, but I think that it is the president's desire to set the presidency on a certain path and to make us change our perception about what a presidency should be, to deliver for the people and not just for yourself and maybe the circle around you. And that is what drives the president every day. If you understand how conflicts occur, and especially from northern Ghana, they are always incubating, they are lying there. There are several reasons why a conflict can occur. When you are in there, you have settlers in there, you have people who came in, were welcomed by your forefathers. They are there, they don't have certain alienable rights to land, but they can use them and so on. We exist in northern Ghana through, let me say, a fragile set of norms that they are not largely, and when people get economically empowered, sometimes they want to overstep these things, and then the indigenous people may. So there's 1,000 reasons why you can have conflicts, and once there is a trigger, somebody just does something, or by mistake kills somebody from the other side, then these historical reservations and issues then kick in, and then it's a vicious cycle. It goes on and on and on if you don't take time. I believe that setting a timeline to end this conflict, 1 month, I think is something we must commend the president for the boldness with which we think we need to do it. Plus, there's something you don't also have to forget, that we have not had very serious recurrence of this same conflict. So it gives us hope that the initial effort to calm things down is yielding some fruit. Yes, you may still have 1 or 2 instances where there is some clashes, but largely there are no new people having to run and move because of this conflict. Then you can now start thinking about how do you reintegrate. I can understand people saying, how do you make conditions better for the people who are refugees elsewhere? But there is no better condition than getting the people back home. And that is where our emphasis should be. I believe that per the UN Convention for Refugees and others, the host countries will respond to them like we have responded to several other neighbors and Africans when they needed us. We had treated them well. We expect that Ghanaians now somewhere out of an ethnic conflict should also be given that kind of treatment that we have always, as Ghanaians, accorded others. But I will say one thing, that a mediation team is the right way to go. Fortunately, the conflicts up in northern Ghana, unless you have some political actors exploiting them for benefit. And I would say it sometimes maybe I still have the madness of being in the university and talking freely the way I want. I'm not completely cured of that yet. So once in a while I'll say something and I'll get some calls like, hey, you're no longer in the university. But it does happen. I think that where you do not have politicians seeking to benefit from conflicts, they die. And I think this is one thing I want to commend His Excellency for, that we don't want to go in there and say, okay, which of the factions align to us and which don't, and can we begin to send security to strengthen this faction and then weaken this? Can we begin to provide resources? And I like to also thank what we normally say intelligentsia of the people from that enclave, that they have come together to push for peace. In other jurisdictions, you see them sending arms and then fueling the conflicts. I told somebody that we, those who come from northern Ghana, that are leaders, we should be ashamed of ourselves sometimes. Because when we meet here, we share food and we send firearms there, wanting them to continue fighting in the name of what? Because the fight keeps me in parliament, because the fighting ensures that even though I'm not popular, somebody who is afraid of the conflict will say, okay, this is my man, let me vote for him. That is why you have conflicts going on. I'd like to commend them. We need to learn from what is happening in that enclave, that they have closed their ranks and tried to go in there to solve the conflict. They see it as a conflict, not a political disagreement. And I want to thank His Excellency for setting that pace and not exploiting this conflict.
Well, Prof, thank you. I'll have to take a break here. When I come back, I'll pick your thoughts on this matter. There's a message here that says, hi, good morning. I am so glad for this topic. I'll buy my things from foreigners at a good price. Well, of course, you're a rational human being, so yes. But keep your comments coming in via the WhatsApp number. This is Breakfast Daily on Channel 1 TV. Stay with us. When we come back, we continue with the conversation.
are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame. As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, Mommy.
The second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again? Now I understand the whole delay. Troll from Kaswa. Why wouldn't he be late? Or being late?
Of course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. You go be the luckiest. Go be from Georgia, be luckiest. From not the cause she be luckiest. Yeah, you go be luckiest. No matter why you're lucky. Everybody go be that luckiest.
That's Kwame!
Send your God the apple boom. If you put it toye, so would the coming of the Son of Man be. Is that his car?
Dial star 712 hash. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompts and let destiny handle the rest.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
Life moves faster. Cooking shouldn't slow you down. Introducing the newest Franco microwave. Specially made for you. The fastest and safest way to cook. Defrost, reheat, melt, and cook with Franco microwave with advanced technology that knows exactly what you want. Visit our website at www.francotrading.com. Download our Franco Trading app on Google Play Store or Apple App Store. For bulk purchases and enquiries, call the numbers on your screen. Franco microwave, simple controls, smart sensors. Franco, the home of quality microwave.
The City Business Olympics is back. It's all about team building, networking, and staying healthy. Which game will your company participate in this year? Is it 7-a-side football, volleyball, swimming, basketball, or sack race? Rally your teammates and get ready for action. Date, Saturday, September 27, 2025. Time, 8 a.m. Venue, Eden Heights Sports Complex. Call 0558-973-973 to register your company today. Let's keep fit, grow connections, and enjoy a day full of energy and excitement. It's powered by City FM with support from Channel 1 TV.
Kwame and his uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame. As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, Mommy.
The second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again? Now I understand the whole delay. Troll from Kaswa. Why wouldn't he be late? Or being late? Of course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. You go be the luckiest. Go be from Georgia, be luckiest. From not the cause she be luckiest. Yeah, you go be luckiest. No matter why you're lucky. Everybody go be that luckiest.
That's Kwame!
Send your God the apple boom. If you put it toye, so would the coming of the Son of Man be. Is that his car?
Dial star 712 hash. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompts and let destiny handle the rest.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
Welcome back. This is the news review segment here on Breakfast Daily, live on Channel 1 Television. Let me come to you, Larry, on this Benin conflict and this mediation team that has been set up. Could we have empowered, say, the Yagbonra to handle this matter without setting up a mediation team? Because there he serves as the overlord.
Yeah.
But could we have the state's backing given to him to empower him to address this matter?
Okay, I have heard, last week I listened to an interview that Sanda, conducted with the regional minister of the Savannah region. And
is that Salisu?
Well, I think so.
Bay Arui Bay.
Yes, yeah. I think so, yes. And I mean, he was given, historical, analysis or antecedent to all this. And also put the Yagbonra, above everything. That I mean, he's the landowner, and he made some allusions and all that. Now, involving the Yagbonra would have been ideal, okay. However, would the people down there, appreciate his involvement, or they will feel that he had taken sides against them? You get it? So I want to believe that the regional minister, the interior minister, Muntaka, is privy to certain information that we are not, for which reason he's not involving him now. Now, this is just a security committee that has also been put up. So I think they will go down there and then, collect information and use that as part of their report. And then in their recommendation, they might even suggest that, oh, listen, let's involve the Yagbonra or any other prominent chief in this particular, to resolve this particular conflict. So, I mean, that's the answer to your question. But for me, I think we are getting consumed by too many conflicts. And very often there's curfew here. There's a curfew at, at another place. I mean, so, a lot of curfews all around us. Okay. I recall that in the Jerry Rawlings years, the conflicts, you could count them. Sometimes it happens, and then, the military will step in. What they needed to do, it's done. And for a long time, everything is okay. And so before you hear of curfew, I mean, hearing about curfew was rare. But then in recent times, 4 years or so, a few, Yendi was, was one of the big, had a lot of curfew, at the time, because the tension was up there. Boku occasionally, flashed in. But these days, I mean, Akufo-Addo years, a lot of that came, and then Mahama inherited it. I would want that so much effort is put into it towards the resolution of some of these conflicts. Sometimes the people who are actually doing this thing. Can we deal with the
criminal aspect?
Yeah, the criminal aspect.
Exactly. Separate it.
Yeah, separate
and deal with it as a crime.
Exactly. Once it's dealt with. Sometimes you don't need any outrageous or any big thing to deal with the matter. It's just the person he did that. This is just a pure criminal thing. Don't try to speech at it to say that this is it's a tribal thing, it's an ethnic thing, and so just leave it as it is.
Because sometimes the criminal elements take advantage of the history in the area to do their own thing.
Yes, at that times it's even pure political. Political influence. The person who wants to say that, yes, my party is in power, so you did that to me when your party is in, was in office. So I'll do this to you. So reprisal. Deal with the criminal aspect of it, and everybody will go to bed, and have a good dream. But we don't get to have that. On top of that, years ago you had when you go through some BNI reports, so this person has done this person has done that, this person has done that, and that. Out of this is the, the possible outcome of it. So there was constantly a report to the security agencies who matter, and they know when to act. But in recent years, you kind of think that either the BNIs and all these other institutions that are supposed to do the overt and covert, operations and then report to a certain
intelligence gathering.
Intelligence gathering. Nobody, a lot of the thing. That is not happening within the space. And once that is not happening, the police, who are also to move in to do A, B, C, D. That is also out there.
Yeah.
Now, the national security, which is also supposed to act, it's also out there.
Yeah.
So we have state institutions clothed with the powers to do, whatever they have to do to ensure that, there's peace, there's security. People go about their, everyday life peacefully. We have a lot of them collecting salaries all over the place. However, the delivery has been, a bit suspicious, and I think that something has to be done.
Right.
If we are talking about resetting,
it should be felt everywhere.
Yeah, it should be, everywhere. It should be reduced to the, to every day. Even the child, in the street should know that, this thing that is going on, this is not how it's supposed to be.
Right.
Yeah, so that the curfew, the conflict, and there's a spillover these days. We've had a Boku incident
coming to the Ashanti region.
To Ashama people have talked about it. Even sometimes to the market areas we have. And very soon we'll have to go to the churches and deal with ourselves over there. It's not the best.
Doc, Minyiri.
It speaks to the state of insecurity.
You think there's a growing...
Yeah, there are a lot of examples to cite. We've dealt with Boko.
Yeah.
We've had innocent students being dragged from schools and shot dead. We recently saw what happened around the Sotom area.
Yes. The Homo
people there, about 8 people were told.
Cumulatively 6. So Sotom Teshi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what we are discussing currently. So it speaks to a certain pattern, and it speaks to the state of insecurity in the country. And when it happens like that, there is some level of fear in everyone. You tend to look over your shoulders when you shouldn't. And we can speak to the social aspect of it. We can speak to the economic aspect of it, and even the health aspect of it. There are over 13,000 Ghanaians who are seeking refuge in other countries.
Yeah.
We saw pictures of what the Ivorian government, if it's true, donated to them. Some buckets and some sugar. We saw if those images were true. It clearly speaks to their state of nutrition, wherever they are. What kind of food are they eating? How well are they being prepped? Their immune status to combat conditions, the change in environment. How are they coping? So we can tease out a lot of difficulties these people are going through. Ghana is supposed to be an example. We are not immune to conflicts, but we've, over the years, managed ourselves properly. And we've been the example to many, where a lot of people rather cite us as an example. People rather see Ghana to be a very peaceful country, and people would naturally want to associate themselves with Ghana due to our track record. In fact, the recent Global Peace Index, we've dropped.
Yeah.
It clearly shows some level of insecurity in the country. And I understand Prof and where he went. Clearly, he needed to shower some praises on the president. And in an attempt, we are coming there, in an attempt to shower the praises and Prof's objectivity of calling out people when need be. Prof, thank you for being objective, except you missed a few points.
Which you like to remind him of.
Yes. In the peak of the campaign,
We heard a lot.
You are still a doctor.
I know, right?
We heard a lot, Prof. Even from the president, then candidate, making assertion to the fact that Boko sees peace when NDC is in power. And we had other leading members.
Allow him to talk.
Other leading members of the NDC telling the people of Boko to vote MPP out if they need power. In fact, heinous allegations were made against certain key people within MPP, to the extent that you look at someone as affable, humble, peace-loving, and a statesman, like our former vice president, and tag him as being behind these conflicts, all for political capital. It turns out it's not true. And like I always say, it's quite disheartening that the vindication of Dr. Bawumia came at the peril of people's lives. Because if MPP was in power and Dr. Bawumia was accused wrongly that he was supplying arms to certain faction of the conflict, so vote MPP out or do not vote for Dr. Bawumia, and the person is out of power, is he still having the capacity to supply those arms? Yet, what we've experienced currently lends credence to the fact that he was only accused wrongly. And his vindication has come at the cost of the lives of Ghanaian students. His vindication has come at the cost of people's freedom in their own communities. So if we are calling out people, we need to call out people properly.
Lessons have been learned. So
we've changed. So when we were in power and the conflict is still lingering, then we realized that, we do not need to toe certain lines. But we are mass political wealth out of it and accuse people wrongly, tend to dent people's image when they had nothing to do with the conflict. So who are we blaming today? Who are those behind the conflict?
Is that what we should be looking for? Who to blame or a solution to the conflict?
In looking for the peace, which we all join hands and pray that fire is ceased. I mean, forever peace comes within the communities. We need to also tell the truth that people are mass political wealth out of it. And if people care, they could go ahead and even apologize to others that were accused wrongly of certain wrongdoings.
Very well.
Today, if the MPP takes the posturing of the NDC last year, do you think we will know peace today? We have MPs who can't go to their hometowns today. Yet those MPs accuse the MPP of being behind those conflicts. But we want peace. And we are all committed to what will bring lasting peace in certain aspects, or even the country as a whole. Because a country like Ghana shouldn't have one of us or any group of us seeking refuge in countries that rather will look up to us.
Indeed.
We shouldn't have our people displaced and not knowing what they are going through in their everyday lives elsewhere. What becomes of the education of their children? What is the state of education in those communities? What is the state of peace in those communities? Being forced to sleep when you are not sleepy. Being forced to wake up when you are not ready to wake up. Being forced into certain places when you do not want to be there. Your social life. The trauma people are going through. And I always say this, there's an aspect of it that we clearly neglect. The experiences the young ones are picking, and it will form part of their development.
Yeah.
The psychosocial analysis of the situation. Because yes, when you follow certain trends of certain traits of people, you trace and you do the psychological analysis of it, and you realize that their exposures they were exposed to when they were young.
Yeah.
These very young ones who are being subjected to the ordeal of hearing about gunshots in their communities, seeing people on the streets dead, and the conflict they are forced to experience and imbibe. It's forming parts of their socialization. And in the future, can we analyze the cost of this socialization on their social lives? And what they would also transfer to others, the kind of narrative they are being fed with. So clearly,
We need to come together as a country, devoid of political colors. If people did it, they should be ashamed of themselves. But moving on, as peace-loving as we are from where we sit, and as nationalistic as we are from our quarters of the NPP, we will not go on the tangent of accusing people wrongly for political gains. We are rather committed to peace anywhere and everywhere within the country. Because when it started elsewhere, the spillover came elsewhere. And you might never know where you'd find yourself. And will be caught in the crossfires. So indeed, we are committed.
He's raising his hand as if he's in a lecture.
Yes.
We are committed to peace.
I'm still used to maybe allowing order to continue go on when we're in a discourse. And of course, I'll transition with time. But I was
and become more combative.
Yes, I still have those veins of being combative in me. At least to say it, the late Mutala and I used to debate, and when I used to do these things, I used to do with Honorable Amin Anta and that cohort. So I'm not a newcomer when it comes to these things. If I get into that vein here, maybe you may not say some of the things you are saying. I'm from northern Ghana. I have seen conflict in real time. And that's why I'm very measured in what I am saying. Because, you see, these are real lives. Some of them relatives. So when you sit here and you try to think that by going into a campaign and winning elections everywhere, whether there was conflict or not, and you sit here and try to say that we made political capital out of the conflict, you are being disingenuous and very dishonest. Was there a conflict? Were there conflicts in all the places we won in Ghana? In places you call your own backyard, we whipped you handsomely without conflicts. We didn't need to go to Baku or anywhere else to accuse anybody of fueling conflict before we beat you. It was your incompetence that was staring at you, and it's still staring at you. Did we accuse you of any conflict at Akwetia? We went in there, whipped you. You came back here reeling. So don't try to mention, we don't actually try to engage in conflict because we know where our roots are. Our roots are the people, the ordinary farmers, the villages and the zongos. And when the conflicts occur there, we lose votes. We know that. So we don't do politics with conflicts. Am I Brian Champon? We sat here and discussed Brian Champon mentioning Bawumia's ethnicity as a Mamprusi being a major obstacle in the cause of his defeat. Is Brian Champon a member of the National Democratic Congress? No, that's why I'm saying you were blaming His Excellency. You blame His Excellency John Dramani Mahama that he mentioned, and that's why I'm telling you that it is Brian Achampon who mentioned Bawumia's ethnicity as a Mamprusi being a challenge.
Prof, hold on.
Yes,
he was speaking before he came.
I'm happy Prof's feathers are ruffled. And Prof
okay,
has
so I'll have my bite.
I
don't want you to. No. You Prof went on
and Prof has finally delved into the political arenas. And Prof, keep it up. Prof, what Prof has not disbanded or has not rejected from my submission is that those two attributes were made during elections.
Which one?
If someone tells you vote MPP out, because without MPP, you won't see peace. Is that a person not amassing political or seeking to amass political capital? Is it debatable? People were amassing political capital out of it.
I said that, listen, vote MPP out. With MPP, you won't see.
Is there no vindication in the admission of Brian Achampon?
If there are conflicts.
So that means, Prof, you are admitting that it was said.
No, I'm not admitting
Prof is accepting it.
No.
So
you
Prof
know it's not true. That's why you
equalize.
want me to accept
Prof
it.
is trying to
you
equalize.
know it's not true.
Prof is trying to tell me that
it's not true.
If those statements were made,
then
then someone from your camp is also making similar statements.
Right. No.
That's what Prof is saying.
I'm only telling you
in fact,
that
Prof has interjected me. I didn't interject Prof.
No. You are trying to misquote me.
I'm not misquoting you.
No. I'm letting you learn. You're trying to say something that I have not said.
Prof, I'll be very fair to you.
I've said that we in the NDC know where our roots are. And we don't play ethnic politics. Because when these conflicts come, they hit close to home. when conflicts come, they hit close to home. And Boku is a major economic hub. If you understand it.
Point well made. I thought from how Prof started his submissions, and I applauded Prof.
Indeed, you did.
And he even went on the tangent of saying that sometimes he even speaks, and his own people test him to say, no, don't speak this way.
Yeah.
There are no more in the classroom. So yes, he was coming to score a spade. And I'll just add on to it that, Prof, in trying to not bring political aspects into the conflict, certain statements have been made in the past that need to be condemned. This is not me doing politics.
No, it was you.
If I was doing politics, I would have gone the tangent you went.
You were doing.
Your party went.
But it was you playing.
That is not me doing politics.
I'm not
blaming.
No, advocate. He was extremely political.
Oh, Prof.
Political.
I'm not blaming any faction for being behind any of these conflicts. I'm only saying that do not let us veer into the realms of politics when it comes to conflict and conflict resolution. So if some statements have been made in the past, they are unfortunate and they are uncalled for, and they need to be condemned.
Very well.
Moving forward, we will not act in such faith. That's what I'm saying here.
Very well.
So if Prof wants us to go into
what
people have said and what
people have said, I would like he has already made his point. There's nothing he can say. All he's saying is, can you give me a date and time that anybody in the said MPP members cause a conflict in Boku, therefore they should vote for us.
Prof,
we went there with a message. We went there with a 24-hour economy message. We went there with a manifesto and we beat you. So don't try to pin your incompetence in Boku.
They should vote MPP out. Those statements
no, he's been on and on. You can be fair to me.
Thank you.
It is a fact. Prof.
You can't be fair. You have to be fair to me. It's my turn. It's my turn.
It's actually Larry's turn.
It's my turn.
Prof is moderating the show now.
It's actually Larry's turn. Doc, thank you.
We are thinking of the well-being of the Ghanaians who today are no more safe in their country and are seeking refuge elsewhere. It's quite pathetic, but we seek peace everywhere.
Like you see what the politicians have done. I wanted to steal sometimes so we could delve into other matters, but we're fast running out of time.
I mean, I wanted us to talk about the national service matter. It's not tidy. Money is going down the drain. And something, if anybody is listening, they would want to look at it.
But I thought the ghosts had been arrested and...
No. I think a lot of other ghosts are knocking on the door.
Okay. We call it some train. They refuse to go away.
No, they won't go away. But you see, at the end of the day, it is the prospective national service, personnel who will suffer at the end of the day. Okay, but this time they would have registered and then even ensured, the system would have ensured that they know where who is going. But that space has been shut down.
Last I checked, the portal remains closed.
Yes, exactly. And so there are people out there who, by whatever...
to be posted.
To be posted. And they haven't been allowed onto the system. Listen, you found ghost name. People are being prosecuted. I hear that some plea bargaining, ongoing and so on. So if there's a system that is supposed to ensure that, people are posted, go ahead, deploy the thing. It's the ghost thing. It's human-made. Do you understand? It's man-made. And if there's a technology to clear all that, do it. The banks are able to do it. Tidy up. Right. And various reports, BNI report, KPMG report, audit service report, and even inputs by NIA says that, this thing can be tidy up. You don't need any fresh platform at millions of dollars to do a thing like that. You don't need any millions of dollars to do a thing like that, to tidy it up. Banks do it. Nobody can come from anywhere, enter their system and take money and go away. But how come in the public sector, some of these things are very rampant.
Very well.
Again, schools admit 5,000 students every academic year. But the same group, when they are about passing out, suddenly they become 50,000 or 500,000. Somebody is manipulating the system.
Very well.
Okay?
Very well.
And we don't need multiple, platforms to correct this. It's so simple.
We'll find time. We'll find time to go deeper into this matter.
I want to react a little to what.
In a few seconds.
In a few seconds.
Prof, your government is not under attack.
Yeah, no, we are not under attack. I'm only saying that I didn't know what we are talking about. If it is just the president, by his prerogative, reassigning somebody, activity. Let's call a spade and not a big spoon for people with big mouths. It's an issue of the president wanting to change a person. Let's leave it that. The conspiracies don't go in well.
But are there happenings within the authority?
If you are talking about the delay in opening the system is supposed to be cleaned. Because given the amount of ghost it allowed to enter the system, it's better we delay, get things right, rather than rush. And then the same people who brought in the ghost, they are now in opposition. They have backdoors.
Somebody has been doing the work for at least 6-7 months now.
It's not it is not the reason. It's not
reinventing the wheel.
You see,
Prof,
we all serve at the pleasure. We all serve at the pleasure of the president.
No, let's not do this.
I said we all serve at the pleasure of the president. And if the president decides that me today, I should move to a different place, you don't have to read meanings into it. So yes, you are reading.
Talk about the transfer.
No, what Larry is talking about.
But I am reading meanings into it.
Yeah, that was
because I mean there's a proverb that says that when a certain bird, crows in the, and then a child dies in the morning, people try to blame.
You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Prof. Thank you, Larry. Thank you. This has been the news review segment here on Breakfast Daily. I am Nana Tufo-Boate. Many thanks for your time. Stay with us. Chris and Philip will take over after this break.
Uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame. As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, Mommy.
I'm the second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again? Now I understand the whole delay. Troll from Kaswa. Why wouldn't he be late? Or be late?
Of course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. Yeah, you go be the luckiest. Coffee from Georgia be luckiest. From Latepia, cause she be luckiest. Yeah, you go be luckiest. No matter why you're luckiest. Everybody go be the luckiest.
That's Kwame!
Send your God apple boom. If you put it at all, so would the coming of the Son of Man be. Is that his car?
Dial star 712 hash. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompts and let destiny handle the rest.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
How may I help you today?
We'd like to open a bank account.
Sign here, sign here, sign here, and here. And now you draw direction to your house. I need your thumbprint. And I'll need your birth certificate too. No, I need the original.
A lot has changed since you bank like this. So have we. We've made it easier than ever to open an account online and bank on the go through our mobile app, online banking, and more. EcoBank, a better way to bank your way.
Sign here, and here.
EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
In a nation full of questions, where truth often hides behind noise, one show dares to ask what truly matters face to face. With fearless clarity and a quest for accountability, host Umarusanda Amadou sits down with the movers and shakers of politics, governance, society, and business, confronting the issues that define our national conversation.
The party itself has said that whenever you're in opposition, you should choose flag bearers early.
So what you are trying to tell me is that you want somebody who is going out to come and select a leader for you. So the next person will come and say, but I didn't select him.
Direct victim of attack, violent attack.
Where and when?
The first one happened in Parliament. I was pregnant.
Now, for me, it was legitimized by a radio or TV station giving her a position to work.
So for you, take issue with GH1 and what and giving her the platform.
That is where the minority is. We are on them. We've asked questions.
President Mahama would be a mean president if he prioritized only his children and these people. He needs to demonstrate a Ghanaian government.
Every Tuesday at 9 p.m., join Umarusanda Amadou on Face to Face as he digs deeper, challenges power, and reveals the stories shaping Ghana's future. Only on Channel 1 TV.
Kwame and his uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame. As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, mommy.
The second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again? Now I understand the whole delay. Troll from Kaswa. Why wouldn't he be late? Or be late, of course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. Yeah, you go be the luckiest. Copy from Georgia be luckiest. From not the block, she be luckiest. Yeah, you go be luckiest. No matter why you're luckiest. Everybody go be that luckiest.
That's Kwame!
Send your God the apple boom. If you put it toye, so would the coming of the Son of Man be. Is that his car?
Dial star 712 hash. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompts and let destiny handle the rest.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
In a world filled with challenges, we all need guidance, hope, and a lifeline to anchor us.
This is Lifeline, and I'm your host, Fred Crunchy Mensa.
For social issues, relationship challenges, and family matters, Lifeline is here to inspire, uplift, and guide you on your journey.
Where we give you support, where we hold your hand through the valley and through the thick and thins of life.
Join Bishop Fred Crunchy Mensa.
I welcome you especially to Lifeline.
Every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 p.m. right here on Channel 1 TV. Let's walk this path together, strengthen our faith, our families, and our lives. Lifeline, because every soul deserves a guiding light. Tune in to Lifeline on Channel 1 TV and let's grow together.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's still Breakfast Daily, and we are excited to be here with you. As you all know, Nana Tufo started the show, and now we are going to be taking you on the jolly ride, bringing you all the information, entertainment, edutainment, everything you need to know, even when we pass through our communities. My name is Chris Carter.
I am Philip Nilati, and I'm sure that you're excited that we are here today. We keep saying that it's the second half of the show. Let's get into it now. And this is Ghana Exhibition 2025. We can't stop thanking you, sponsors, patrons, and exhibitors who made it a point to be at this event and also get it to be a success. Well, we did it, but you came and you did it for us as well. And we are saying that we are excited that you patronized and you participated in this all-important fair and exhibition. the 2025 edition of This is Ghana exhibition. I had fun. I'm sure you did. We bought a lot. We sold. And I'm sure that you also got what you wanted once you passed through as a patron. Let's make a date again next year and be part of all this this important exhibition. Just want to thank our sponsors.
Yeah, we have GEPA, the GEA, we have AVV Rice, MTN, EcoBank, and Ghana Exim Bank, and also Side Hustle. And remember that also we were supported by Build Finance and Twillium Group of Companies.
And not to forget MTN.
Yeah,
MTN as well. So thank you all for making it a point for us to get through this thing successfully. And like I keep saying, we are excited that you participated and you are part of the successful story. The next one is the City Business Olympics, 27 September 2025. Just some few days from now. We kept saying that the This is Ghana exhibition will be sold out, or all events that we do here, definitely we target at the end of the day sold out. So we don't know when this is going to be. We are going to tag this one too as sold out. But what you need to do right now is to call the registration line and register 0558 973 973. A lot of things that we will do at this event. It's just the biggest corporate outdoor event. So make sure that you are part of this event.
And of course,
please, we have told you.
Yeah, and of course, remember that you are repping your company. So if your company has what it takes when it comes to sports, this is where you have to be, because there are going to be different sports played. We have football, we have basketball, we have swimming, we have tennis, we have chess, we have even video games and everything that you can think of, even Thug of War, we also have it. And at the end of the day, we are actually waiting for whoever is coming to beat GCB, because GCB has been the reigning champions like forever.
Yes.
Like forever. So is it going to be GCB this year again, or is any other company coming to take over all the trophies? So you need to be here. This is us coming together with for sports and for networking. So come through. Don't forget to call the number, like Philip said,
0558 973 973. And on top of it will be the CEO's challenge. Yeah, that CEO that can beat all other CEOs to become the CEO of the year. So you'll be having all that at the City Business Olympics 2025. Eden High Sports Stadium or Sports Complex is the venue. Just make sure you call the line and get all the needed information.
All right. And we also have the Channel One News app. What are you waiting for to download the Channel One News app? This is the only news app in Ghana right now that you can actually get all your news everywhere you go. You can be updated with everything happening in the country and beyond. And all you need to do is head to the Google Play Store on all your Android devices and then download the Channel One News app. And then voila, you can have Channel One everywhere you go, with you in your pocket, in your bag, in any country, in any continent. All you need to do is just have that app and you will be updated, or you will stay updated with us right here on the Channel One News app. Thank
Beautiful. Let's bring you what is trending, what is trending, what is trending. Chris, did you watch the match yesterday?
Yes, I did. 1-0.
What's your take on the performance of the Black Stars?
They can do better.
Really?
Yeah.
I think that was a lucky goal.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They can do better. Like, it was just there. The performance was just there. I feel like they can do better.
But Ghanaians are on the coach, saying that they don't think that this coach can take us to the World. Well, he's going to take us to the World Cup, but we don't know how the performance is going to be when they are there. Yeah, maybe whether they are going to exit in group stages, they're going to exit in 1/16 or whatever stage they get to. We just pray that the Black Stars will move further. But as you can see, currently the Black Stars are on top of the table with 19 points, followed by Madagascar
and Comoros.
16 points, Comoros 15 points, Mali 12 points, then Central African Republic 5 points, and Chad actually picked the points from us.
Embarrassing.
Yeah, so that is what you can see there. We are still doing the calculation, but I understand that we will qualify if we should win either that the match between Comoros and Madagascar. We are good to go. We are just praying that this is going to be a success. So it was Alexander Jiku, that's called
the corner kick.
yeah, from the corner, and also Ghanaians are worried that even though we won, our play style is poor and will not work against bigger teams should we qualify. Ghanaians are calling for Otuado to be sacked. I don't know how that is going to play out. But if you go to the World Cup and we meet a team like France, Argentina,
France is too big.
Brazil, is it?
You're calling the
But of course, you don't determine who comes into your group.
Well, you're calling megastars.
But that's it. Yeah, you should find them. Yeah, you should be ready for them. You don't determine who comes into your group or who is part of your group. So, for instance, we are in a group where Brazil is in there, France is in there, Argentina is in there. We have England in there.
Wow, such a group. The only thing you can just go do is take selfies and thank you, we were here. Okay, peace
Anyway,
out, bye. Enjoy the game.
We have some messages. Let's share with you what Ghanaians are saying, what the public is actually saying when it comes to this game. Let's bring the messages on the screens and let's share with our viewers.
So, favorite Ramsey is saying, so you trust Ghana players.
Well.
All right, so Dead is saying this performance isn't cutting it. It's great to get the 3 points, but this style of play is unacceptable. Otuado needs to switch things up. He had plenty of time to show what he can do, but he's still falling short. We won't stand a chance against top teams at the World Cup with this approach. Otuado should resign now. Like, I really feel bad for coaches. My passport is ready.
Yes.
And that's from Joe's Finest. And another one is saying, after we secure a spot, show Otuado the exit door. We can't compete in this tournament with this.
But don't you think that Ghanaians will like sack him too much?
You know what? That's why I don't really like football. Football just like sacking every coach.
Every coach, sack him. Now you are saying we should bring Jose Mourinho. I read it. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Is that Jose Mourinho? That's the man who can handle the Ghanaian team.
They are still talking about their $5,000 and $10,000.
Fuel. Let's bring you more messages though, Mr.
All right,
X.
Mr. XXX say, Ghana, congrats to the entire team. 1-0 specialties of future World Cup troublemakers.
Was it one of these World Cups? Was it 2008 or 2010? 2010. It was a one-goal project.
Yeah.
That was what we took through.
So that's what they're saying.
Yeah.
So Ghana are the only African country to qualify for FIFA World Cups in the last 5 editions. What about the giants of Africa? I guess they can't relate.
Niger?
Yes.
They are playing today or tomorrow?
They're playing today.
Okay. Niger, we are behind you. Yes, pray that at least you people also go through successfully so that Ghanaians will not be trolling you people every now and then. But that's
no, but if you troll us any now and then, when CAF comes, we're going to overthrow you.
Well, let's see how that one is. Away from the Ghana-Mali match, there is this interesting one that is coming from Stoneboy.
It's music, yeah.
It's music. They said there was a new EP from him, and
it's a 9-track
The
EP.
Torture.
Yeah.
And in there, he said that my car no go lock for Yoko. But we all know when he says that, we all know who he's referring to. Recently, we saw some Lambos at Yoko.
That was.
Anyway.
But I don't think it's nice to throw shots, but
you know, it's the entertainment industry, and.
Well, yeah, but this is more than.
But with the person he's referring to, the person will come after him.
No, I pray he doesn't.
You sure?
He should shock us all.
Oh, okay. Let's see how that one goes.
Yeah, but again, we have a snippet of the sound, so I don't know if we can play the snippet of that sound.
My seat now go in a extinction. That's what he make me bad a rap nation. My property now go lock for Iyoko. Afro dance I'll take over the global.
One's torture is not always written in scars. It is a hidden war within a man's soul. The silence that claws at his chest when the fools he gave a life turn their back. The betrayals, the enviness, the backbiting, the plots, the character assassination, the physical and spiritual attacks, just to dim the torch. It is the weight of dreams that feel so heavy for his hands, the fire that burns without flame, the nights that stretch longer than hope. The torture lives in questions that never finds answers, in prayers whispered to skies that remain quiet, in the ache of carrying tomorrow while today still bleeds. It is the storm no one sees, the prison built without walls, the wounds that refuses to close, yet in its cruelty, the torture is shaped into a man. Confidence surrounds the expression of my emotion and words, through power and sounds, and I fear not.
My seat now go in a extinction. That's what it make me bad a rap nation. My property now go look for Iyoko. Afro dancer la take over the globe.
It's very ironic that, you know, when he was saying all that poem or motivational whatever that he was saying, and he said Godfidence something. So someone with Godfidence should not be thinking about his property being locked in Iyoko.
But it's also a way to sell the song.
Yes, but
it's also a way to sell the EP.
We know.
If it hadn't been
but
for
not...
that line, we wouldn't be talking about it now.
So, but if it have been Shatter's issue, we wouldn't have been talking about Iyoko. Iyoko has always been there.
But then again, as an artist, you get to know what is running around you, what is going on around you, and you put it into your music for people to take it and go along with it, run with it, and that's what we are doing. But then again,
as an artist, you need to stop throwing shots at other artists at some point in your life.
Have you listened to the Torture song before? You hadn't. We've listened to it. My property no go lock for Iyoko.
We have listened to everything Stoneboy without anybody.
Let's bring you some of the comments from the viewers, what they are saying. So he said, nah, Stoneboy, not shada, not shade anyone.
It be rhymes.
Yes.
That's you.
It rhymes.
That's the same way. Agenda is set. Please, no one should come apologize, so let the fire blaze. Yeah. Wait.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. My property no go lock for you. Yeah. So
that's it.
Yeah. So that's it. So this one says, oh wow, really?
He sang this?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
He did. If it hadn't been this, I'm not sure we would be talking about it here. No. I think we should expect TikTok live or
no, we should not.
Instagram live.
We should be surprised
from the recipient of the message.
I just want to be surprised. I really wish Shatta does not say it.
I didn't mention anybody's name.
It's Shatta. Shatta was at Iyoko. We know that.
Please, let's bring you the video of the day.
Pains. P-double-T. Pains. Pains. P-double-T. Pains. Pains, P-double-T, pains.
I love it.
The gentleman step aside.
I love it. I love it.
Really?
Consent should even come when you are dancing. Please, can I dance with you?
But we are all having fun.
We're having fun, but do not invade my private space. Do not invade my boundary. I love it. I wish I could give the girl one bottle of drink of her choice. I love it. Pains.
P-double-E.
I love it.
Anyway, so that is a video of the day. Just put smiles on your face as we start the show. And they're going to be serenaded by one of our artists in studio, Tommy Wah. Take over.
Sacrifice, living us more than love. We're blinded by city lights, so show me the stars tonight. So meet me at the door at the break of dawn, where I said goodbye to me. I mean, out of the walls, but a quiet beats the noise. We've got nothing to lose. Hear the birds spread the news. Sun is setting on the horizon. Yeah, you can feel it. Crickets creaking, cold of evening. Heaven's even orange green cloud. Heart is beating, slow down. We can breathe to now somewhere. Only we go. Somewhere. Only we go. Can't let the sky be our roof. We've got trees with the moon. We've got nothing to lose. We've got nothing to lose. Hear the birds spread the news. Let the earth be amused. We've got nothing to prove. We've got nothing to prove. Improve somewhere. Only we go. Somewhere. Only we know. So where only we go.
Yeah. Good morning. Yeah, my name is Tommy and I'm just gonna play another song for you guys. This one is called God Loves When You're Dancing. Yeah. Enjoy.
Smile a bit, my darling. I know it hurts more than a little. Don't shy away from me, cause it shows all the pain you've buried inside. I can feel there's some things words cannot describe. Like when you move without moving, I bet it's divine. God loves when you're dancing, so dance some more. God loves when you're dancing, so dance some more. Drawing close, let us sink in. I'm absorbed in your rhythm. 1, 2, 1, 2, always some beats. You must have been born with 2 right feet. I'm looking for something concrete. You must have been born with 2 right feet. God loves when you dancing, so there's some more. God loves when you dancing, you should dance some more, so there's some more. Yeah, you know God loves when you dance, there's some more. Yeah, you know God loves when you dance. I tell you, laughing better. Ijo, yeah. I tell you, laughing better. Ijo, yeah. What I miss is my mother tongue. You first clap before you dance. Yeah. I tell you, laughing better. Ijo, yeah. God loves when you dancing, so there's some more. God loves when you dancing, you should learn some more. So dancing love, so dancing joy, so dancing gladness, so dancing faith, so dance with goodness, so dance with kindness, so dance with joy, so dance with peace. Can you dance in love? Can you dance in joy? Can you dance in gladness? Can you dance with faith? Can you dance like water? Can you dance like fire? Can you dance with laughter? Can you dance some more? Yeah, 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 yeah. Dance some more. Dance some more. There's some more. You know God loves when you dance. When the Spirit of the Lord comes upon my soul, I will dance like David danced. Oh, and the Spirit of the Lord comes upon my soul, I will dance like David danced. God loves when you dancing, so dance some more.
That's a beautiful one.
Loves when you dancing, you should dance some more.
So the kind of music you do, what type of genre is it?
I would say folk.
Oh.
I mean, that's what it is, folk. And, but more contemporary folk. Yeah.
Wow, you have a unique voice.
Thank you.
You have a unique voice. For how long have you been doing this?
They say when it's more than 10 years, you don't count.
Wow.
Yeah, so, yeah, that's, when it's more than 10 years, you stop counting.
And all what you did are your original songs.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the one that says somewhere we...
Only we go.
Only we go. What inspired that song? The first one you sang?
I would say we live in Ghana, we live in West Africa. I'm Nigerian, obviously.
Yeah.
But I think the city can consume on us. Like sometimes, you know, we're just like so consumed on the city, and there's so much to experience in Ghana, and Ghana is not just Accra. And ever since being here, I mean, I understand that Ghana is not just Accra. So in many ways, to pause from the city madness, to be able to just like detach yourself from it, to reflect, you know, where all the hustle and bustle, the trotro, everything is moving every day. To disconnect from it, my friends and I would always go to different places of Ghana every now and then, every weekend, to just disconnect. Like, our phones are somewhere, we don't even care. And yeah, like that was majorly what kind of brought the song into like sight. Yeah, we'll go to Akosombo, Buzuya, like, yeah, different places.
So you
like
sat
that.
down to write the lyrics yourself?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a beautiful one. That's a beautiful. I really liked it when you started. I was like, wow. Already, Chris had told me that you are good. But I was like, I just had to confirm it for myself.
Yeah.
But so you've been doing it for what events? You've been doing it at, or just the EP you're coming out with, or you have?
So the EP has just come out, 8th of August.
Yeah.
I just came back from a tour. Like I'd done some tours in the UK and done some festivals, and now we're back and we've brought it back home to Ghana. And this is one of the conversations. There's going to be an event on the 24th of September in Accra, somewhere in Accra. So, yeah.
Have you collaborated with any of the, say, A-list artists? I'll put it that way. Though you are one.
You flatter me, but I would not. So it's for me. My genre is folk. I don't mind collaborating with the A-list artists of Ghana.
So which of them do you want to? Which of them are you looking at to? Which of them do you really want to?
It's really a thing of like when it's time, time will come. Like you know. But if the time would come and if there was a pre-tell to when that time would come, I would say, what are the A-list artists to you? Because everybody has the A-list artists. There are 4 S's, but which of them is your A-list artist?
Which of them do you want to do?
I mean, I like Stonebwoy.
Stonebwoy?
Yeah. Funny with the but I do like Stonebwoy.
Wow.
I do like Samini.
Okay.
Because, I mean, we're just talking about wavelengths and who you can... But if I was supposed to go against the grain, I would absolutely choose Shatta Wale.
Shatta Wale, anyway. So it's interesting. So where can we find your song on all social media platforms, and how can one engage you by way of contact so that the person can also invite you for that spectacular event he or she is organizing?
Okay. I mean, you can find me on Instagram, like Twitter, the TikTok. I say it like I'm an old man, but you can find me on all of those things, and you can find my music on the Spotify, the Apple Music. You can buy the music on Bandcamp. You can, check it out on all the YouTube, especially the videos for the songs I've sang are on YouTube. So like it's actually all shot in Ghana by a Ghanaian director. We shot it in Akosombo.
Wow.
So like all the visuals is something that, because I find Ghana to be beautiful, like absolutely. Even if I've lived here and I know the struggles and also.
Ghana is still beautiful.
Ghana is still paradise, you know. It's the last paradise I call
Anyway,
it.
so they can find it, the name is Tomiwa.
Tomiwa,
T-O-M-Y. Okay, so check him out and get to listen a lot more from him. Beautiful voice, unique voice. We still bring you more on Breakfast Daily on Channel 1 TV. Stay with us. We'll be back after this break.
The City Business Olympics is back! It's all about team building, networking, and staying healthy. Which game will your company participate in this year? Is it 7-a-side football, volleyball, swimming, basketball, or sack race? Rally your teammates and get ready for action. Date, Saturday, September 27, 2025. Time, 8 a.m. Venue, Eden Heights Sports Complex. Call 0558-973-973 to register your company today. Let's keep fit, grow connections, and enjoy a day full of energy and excitement. It's powered by City FM with support from Channel 1 TV.
Nation full of questions, where truth often hides behind noise, one show dares to ask what truly matters face to face. With fearless clarity and a quest for accountability, host Umaru Sanda Amadou sits down with the movers and shakers of politics, governance, society, and business, confronting the issues that define our national conversation.
The party itself has said that whenever you're in opposition, you should choose flag bearers early.
So what you are trying to tell me is that you want somebody who is going out to come and select a leader for you. So the next person will come and say, but I didn't select him.
Direct victim of attack, violent attack.
Where and when?
The first one happened in Parliament. I was pregnant.
Now, for me, it was legitimized by a radio or TV station giving her a position to work.
So for you, take issue with GH1 and giving her the platform.
That is where the minority is. We are on them. We've asked questions.
President Mahama would be a mean president if he prioritized only his children and these people. He needs to demonstrate a Ghanaian government.
Every Tuesday at 9 p.m., join Umaru Sanda Amadou on Face to Face as he digs deeper, challenges power, and reveals the stories shaping Ghana's future. Only on Channel 1 TV.
Welcome back, and that was a beautiful one with Tommy Wild. Now let's move into our communities. But today we are visiting our roads. We've been talking about road safety for a very long time, how people are going about their day-to-day activities on our roads, driving, when it comes to the MTCD, what they are doing on the roads as the police. But today we are focusing on something that is of much worry, that is toll booths. Most of these toll booths are now in deplorable shapes, deteriorated, but they are still mounted or sitting on our roads. There is this report filed by Sarah Apia from the City Newsroom. Let's watch the report. When we come back, we will have conversations around this.
Collection point for road tolls, the toll booth now stands in ruins, its structure decaying and a growing risk to public safety. Samuel Baini, a taxi driver who frequently uses the stretch, shared a near-injury experience while driving past the structure.
Say Jumwa, na say Chumwa, I won't say single no. Ibiati, must say from money fact the dindia, ne ibiati. The last time I'm if you are coming, but I'm dispute by from the good to won't say JBCSC, a boo. A 2 year na ball, Jano, other side say Omechi. I say it's singing in the 2. Say what driving one year careful a bit to me shall. So may an automatic cramponia, mbabu bunfio. Since we no SEO na as a singer no etitina as a bones one more from Efa Gidia, one bones and singing no two.
So be a fast, your no name yet driving for Ibia or fast here Kakakanka when chance in the 2 year and ever plano. But now
a closer look inside the booth shows that a lot of old and worn out clothes and even papers have been dumped inside. It's almost as though the place has been designated as a refuse dump, and the papers here appears to be papers that were used during the time that the toll booths were active, but currently the state is an eyesore. Channel 1 News also encountered mentally ill persons who appear to have taken up residence within the structure.
They said that about for na Jaffa. Chamber house self-contained titim no my treble like na ediagum. Etiasa by so no more de no man anima emla so mo hwe no mu nya bia ma mo medwini nyina firi o na ye hu zeto no enya de beba biem.
Especially in the night. Yeah, when taking steps or something, you might see someone in there and then you feel like maybe there's going to be an attack, like a thief or something. So it's not safe. The security must do something about it. Yeah, but then nobody's saying anything. The government, everybody's off. They're not saying anything.
Despite the Roads Ministry's announcement of a return to tolling after its suspension in 2021, it insists on transitioning to an automated tolling system.
With no plans to resume manual toll collection, many are questioning the continued existence of these booths, especially on some of the country's busiest roads. The absence of street lighting on these highways makes matters worse. Without proper illumination, especially at night, unfamiliar drivers risk crashing into them.
Renovation, so I have come my so I ban ya chum fala free chance of movement, so that traffic be inchwa. So I told you so traffic timichi enyumbre traffic timichi wa pa my TS Rabbi say on bed. But you know renovation because light in here I assume too much. I had a super anajo because if you want to be free baby Joe for a jania won't mean tracing the pan.
On the Tema motorway, the situation is no better. Piles of garbage now fill the abandoned booths, with one even serving as a shelter for a homeless man. Vehicles no longer pass beneath the canopies. Instead, traffic has been diverted to the sides of the road, while the central lanes remain idle. In some cases, vehicles even park under the collapsing canopy structures. On a number of occasions, trucks have crashed into the abandoned booths, causing severe accidents and claiming lives. Although the Ghana Highway Authority carried out a demolition exercise of the booths in 2023, some structures still remain. Farouk, a truck driver, says the booths now serve as a space for weed smokers. The National Road Safety Authority, NRSA, says the Roads Ministry is planning to dismantle these obsolete structures to make way for a modern electronic tolling system. However, no specific timeline has been announced.
We got in touch with them concerning the unused toll booths, and they've assured us that they are currently preparing or making preparation to deploy an automated interconnected tolling station. They are doing the procurement and other facilitation. And so they're saying that when they are sure that that one is on board, then they will now do away with the physical toll booth that has been erected. They are preparing to pull them down, but the timelines is not in our hands. And so when we think commuters will be in an immediate risk, we will also rally them to pull that one down. But I don't think now it is all of them that put a very immediate risk to commuters.
Concerns raised about mentally challenged individuals living in the toll booths, the NRSA says it will coordinate with law enforcement agencies to alert and protect road users.
So we'll do advocacy for drivers, commuters to be careful when they're approaching such places. And then we'll see how we'll collaborate with Ghana Police or whoever the authority is to at least go and see to it that the madmen will not use that place for their habitat.
So toll booth has been a great concern to a lot of motorists, especially people who use areas that you find the toll booth. So when you go to JJT on your way to the Ashanti region and the eastern region, you see a toll booth there. When you are to Cape Coast, I think you see it in front of Agri Maria Senior High School. There are some at, there are some at Kasoa, then Temamoto Way, because of the construction they of Fankor in some highway. So that those ones that were at Pubiman have been destroyed or they've been pulled down. But the big question is, what is the plan by the various authorities as to what they are going to use these toll booths for? Let's refresh your minds a bit. What led us to this place? So on 17th November 2021, the Ministry of Roads and Highways directed the cessation of the collection of road and bridge tolls at all locations nationwide, effective 12 a.m. on Thursday, November 18, 2021. The directive follows indications in the 2022 budget. So I'm indicating again. The directive follows indications in the 2022 budget presented to Parliament on Wednesday by the Finance Minister then, Ken Ofori-Atta, in which he announced government intention to abolish road tolls when the budget is approved. So this was done through on the introduction of the e-levy. The statement signed by the Roads Minister, that is Kwesi Amoakwata, said personnel of the Motor Traffic and Transport Department, MTTD of the Ghana Police Service, will be on hand to provide security at the toll locations from the effective date, that is November 18, 2021. Motorists are kindly advised to approach the location with caution and observe all the safety measures that will be put in place. The motoring public will be advised to further measures in due course. The Finance Minister had said that the abolishment of the toll booths or tolls or toll collection was to enhance productivity, reduce environmental pollution, and to reduce the heavy traffic that road tolls were found to cause nationwide. So when he was speaking or presenting the budget, he said, Mr. Speaker, our roads need fixing. Our roads are being fixed. It is true that more roads have been fixed and are being fixed over the last 5 years than any relative period in the entire history of our nation. We even want to do a lot more, and this budget will cater for this, Mr. Ofori-Atta stated. So that was what brought us to this place where the Roads and Highways Minister then, Kwesi Amoakwata, pushed for the cessation of the collection of road tolls. Well, there were issues here and there. There were stories done what the toll booths will be used for fast forward. When the story also came out that they were going to be used for decent washrooms and all that, the public, they didn't take it lightly at all. It brought its own reactions and all that. But fast forward, what we are asking now is, what are the plans for these toll booths? We know that the government, that is the NDC government, has stated that they are pushing for e-tolling. Mind you, there's been some statement from the ministry indicating that, well, tolls and all that will be brought back. But as to what form and shape a toll will be brought back, we are yet to know whether these structures that are serving as sort of challenges for motorists will be pulled down or be used for whatever purposes the government is going to use it for. So today, we are pushing the question to you out there. Sarah Appiah went out there to file the report, and she has stated, or in that report, it was clear that the motorists are bearing the brunt or are not having it easy at all on the road, especially in areas where you can find the toll booth, and the fact that there aren't lights there, the place is not lit enough for you to see what booth is ahead of you or the route you are using and all that. But the big question we're also asking is that, what is the plan for these toll booths? Are they going to be kept in this shape? Because individuals are also using the place as their boat. When Sarah went there, so to speak, like, forgive me for this, she said mentally derailed people or people who are ill are taking up these toll booths and sleeping there. So the question is to you out there, our viewers. You can join us on our phone lines. Let's ask you whether you also have similar challenges with these toll booths. I'm sure that the authorities that are watching, they are taking note of it as to what these toll booths should be used for. But Chris, that's what we find on our roads today.
It's actually very pathetic because ever since they announced that there were going to be no use of the toll again, I feel like something should have been done at that moment. Are we breaking it down? Are we keeping it? Even if we're going to use the e-toll or the e-tolling system, have arrangements been made for that? Can everybody access it? Can everybody even want it? Does everybody even want it? Because we need to start a system whereby even if the tolls are going to come back, yes, there should be e-tolling on one side and then the normal one still. And if we're still going to use these buildings, I don't think they are keeping them well. And that's a problem of it's a thing we've been saying every time. We have a maintenance problem.
These structures cannot be maintained.
Yeah.
Reason is it's not occupied by anyone. And the statement that came
If it's
from
not
the Roads
occupied by
Ministry
anyone, but we
there,
forget that it's still for the state.
well, the statement that came from the Road Ministry then, 2021, stated that MTTD officials will be stationed there to put in some measures as to how motorists will go about, say, using the stretch or using that area. We don't know whether the MTTD are even there, because when Sarah went there in our shots, we couldn't see anything. But Nicholas is joining us. Nicholas, good morning.
Morning, my brother.
Let's hear from you. What do you have to say about this?
You know something? I've been to Qatar, Japan, America. You know, this thing that was all of us are talking about a toll here and there. There's no need now. The main one was killing people on the street. That was most of the cars headlights are not good. Most of them are, most of them are used to HID lights and also yellow lights. There's no street lighting. Every was highway, especially Kumasi and what's in Koko. It's killing each other. The toll booths will never survive us. They can be there to electronic device payments or credit card, whatever to do. But there will be a mankind like you and me sitting behind robbing the government again. So, we should first of all fix our road and what? There's street lights for. We ourselves. To be okay, listen. I'm a DC mechanic. They should start banning that kind of what HID lights for the cars that what they are using to drive in Ghana here. The dark of Mercedes Benz. Yeah, over in Ghana we don't have what? Snow weather, whatever. We do have only hot and what the coaches. That's all. But you'll be driving. Most of them doesn't really doesn't know how to use that kind of HID lights in Ghana here. Maybe it's like 7 p.m. or 5:30 p.m. You see them put on their highlight.
Yeah.
Disturbing a lot. Even though that was yesterday, I was driving. Because of God, it's like not me. There's what a rich lady and a child will be dying.
Right.
Wow.
And also we have to start bounding those kind of actuators. Roaring times 5:36, they don't drive. Okay. All these things have to be done by what? NPP and DC, they are there because of what? Take up their belly.
Well, Nicholas, thank you so much. You've made your point clear. He's also talking about the street lights and the kind of lights that motorists are also using, highlights, the LED lights, and all those things.
But you know the
a number of things on the roads.
People putting on their highlights, I've realized that it's not entirely your fault because there are no lights on the streets.
So the streets are dark.
So the streets are dark. So you don't know what is in front of you.
So you have to put on your highlight.
A lot of people are driving with their highlights just because they cannot see what's on the road.
Well, a lot of things on our roads. A lot on our roads.
Because I realized even on my stretch, like from...
You see, there was a video that came, a gentleman lying down, one of the collapsed toll booths, and wasn't safe at all. It wasn't safe at all. It's not like we are coming after anybody, whether we are coming after
but you see, that's why I keep
we just
saying,
want to find out what you are using these toll booths for.
Exactly, I keep saying, in as much as it's not being in use for now, or it's not, functional right now, it's still important to look at it and maintain it. Because we're still going to come back to use it again.
Well, that we don't know. Maybe the Roads Ministry would have to tell us, the Public Relations Department would have to maybe inform us on that, or probably maybe one of these days when we meet the Roads Minister, we would have to speak to him on plans. But we know that there are plans to do e-tolling. Even
if you do e-tolling, you still need a bit of that structure. That's what I'm saying. They're not going to remove everything completely. There are different types of e-tollings, you understand? Yeah. And I think the one that is going to definitely fit Accra or fit here is the ones that you still need a bit of that structure. It's not just the one hanging on the high rail. You're still going to need that structure.
Anyway, Paul from Bodja says on the line. Paul, good morning. Let's hear from you.
Good morning, sir. Please, can I speak like...
Come again, Paul.
I said, please, can I speak to you?
Oh, just speak the English for us. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the two boots. I'm from what I say.
Okay.
Like,
So you always meet this toll booth.
Yes.
So is that to say that you always meet this toll booth or you drive past it?
No, yes, you drive past.
Mm.
Like the Castle one. It's very, very serious. The Castle two boots. Very, very serious. Madmen are sleeping there. They have taken that place for their apartment. They are always there. Like at night, they attack. They throw stones. Come immediately, like you don't know, as you are passing. Like they throw something. You didn't take care, like it will hit your car. So they should do something about it for us. And our street light was also killing us, and even Kaswa, we have a lot of problem with our traffic light. So they should do something about it for us. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. So he has witnessed it, and he uses that stretch. Well, the entire thing is the streets are dark, potholes on our roads, and the fact that we are also battling with other challenges. The LED lights that one of our callers also spoke about, coupled with the fact that crash barriers are also being destroyed, and a number of things on our roads. So is it that our roads aren't safe anymore? But anyway.
Not entirely. Anyway, Lucky Boy from Tema is joining us. Hi, Lucky Boy.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for calling, and can you share your experience?
Madam, in fact, these are our leaders. You have to hold them responsible. I have learned that during Akufo-Addo time, the street light was awarded to Kennedy Japan's wife. So look at this is the main road, main road, motorway, and our street light is not working. This is our leader. They have to be reasonable. Maintenance culture is very poor in Ghana. Look at the structure now. You are not using it. You should demand it so that it's a pathway for the motorists to be able to see clearly. What is going on?
Okay.
Lucky Boy.
I think Lucky Boy,
we lost him,
he wasn't lucky enough, so
but
he
he made
just
his
point.
point. Yeah. I think I agree with him. If you know there are not going to be street lights on the streets, then make the streets safe.
Well,
by taking off the structures so people can at least see where they are going to.
Well, a part of it have been taken off at, I think, on the Accra Tema motorway because of the construction that is ongoing. So, and even that one, there were a number of road crashes there. So the government had to go there and take
just look
a
at how
couple
dark
of them off. But then again, like
you see how dark
saying,
it is?
We keep saying the National Road Safety Authority says that there are plans. And they've had conversations with the Roads and Highways Ministry as to what the plans are for these toll booths and what actually will be done going forward. But like Chris, we keep saying, maybe you wouldn't use that stretch, but someone who is driving at night, it may not be safe for that individual. We know that if it's functional for that, when you get there, vehicles are already driving at snail pace there, or they've reduced their speed there. So definitely you'll be compelled to also reduce the speed. But if not that, someone will be driving or speeding and just bumps into it. We're just praying that the government to do what is needful and try and work around these things. But let's engage the former toll workers. One of them, I think he's a leader, Edward Duncan, who has actually been following on this keenly. Duncan, good morning.
Good morning.
I trust you are doing well.
By grace of God, by the grace, I'm doing fine.
How is it going for you people? Ever since you and your members, this tolling system went off, was scrapped, or was taken out of the system, how is it going for your members and yourself?
Well, thank you very much for the opportunity. I believe I'm speaking to, is it Philip or Chris?
Yes,
both of us.
Both of us.
Yes.
On Channel 1 TV.
All right. Thank you for the opportunity once again, and then let me greet your cherished viewers and listeners. Well, as you all know it, I mean, if you're not working in this system, things will not be easy for you. Even those who are working and receiving salaries have difficulties and challenges. If you look at the economic situation, the journey that we've been through, one would say now things have changed, have come down a bit. But in the wake of the closure and in 2023, 24 thereabout, it wasn't easy at all. I mean, the closure happened in 2021, 17th of November. And it's a day that we'll never forget as former Toby workers. It plunged into serious hardship. And, well, we've managed, I would say that, and I've had the opportunity to speak on other platforms, I've said this, that a lot of my members who have passed on, if it wasn't for this and the shock that they received and the economic hardship that they had to go through, probably some of them might still be alive today. Countless number of marriages have broken. You might argue it out, but we all know that, I mean, we as workers know that the bottom line of this is economic, because whereas the men were working and making money and taking care of the family was still intact. But when this job was taken away from them, some of them, the women had to leave. Same for even some of the women who were working, especially those who were persons with disability. When this thing happened and they had to lose their job and were not able to support the household, most of them lost their husbands, So it's been one problem to the other. People cannot pay school fees. They cannot send their wards to hospitals when they are sick. They have to resort to local herbs. Not to say that herbs are not good, but I mean, if they had the option, there are certain sicknesses or diseases that you cannot treat with herbs. You need to go to a hospital to be diagnosed properly before you get on treatment. So these are problems that we have gone through. I've had to intervene and speak to landlords because tenants cannot pay, which is our members, they cannot pay their rent. Because initially, we were promised, when this closure happened, we were promised that we were going to be paid every month until we have found an alternate livelihood. So I was using that as a leverage to speak to landlords and promise them that the government will pay us eventually, so they should just hang on for the tenants. And so I had to intervene for a lot of people, and then it got to a point where it became like a lie, because, I mean, we were holding the government to its word, and then it disappointed us. That was the previous administration.
But Duncan, before you go on, let me find out from you, how many members did you have, or say, how many workers were occupied when the toll collection was ongoing?
We were over 800 workers. Over 800 workers. We had toll booth collectors, which is the CSP, those who receive the money from the booth. You had supervisors, you had coordinators, you had cleaners, you had security personnel. So together we were over 800 workers working there.
And now, as we speak, you said earlier that there was a plan to sort of give you people, is it stipend or pay you till you get another job. Was that done? And also, is there any arrears that the government owes you in that regard?
Yes, that was never done, and that is what we've been fighting for. I mean, we're fighting for, especially with the previous administration, for all the time that they were in office. We were pushing for it. We had several meetings with the former minister, who was Honorable Makwata, whose tenure under which the closure happened, and then also when Honorable Francis Asenso took over, we continued negotiating with him to fulfill the promises that they gave us. But it got to a point, I mean, we were told that, the who will be not working in Ghana, where in Ghana that you will not be working and you will be paid salary. So it means that promise that was given to us was a fluke. It wasn't really thought through. It was a knee-jerk response to
to, I believe, journalist questions or just to tame whatever frustrations or whatever we were going through at that time. So we came to realize that it was something that would not happen. But on the legal front, if we have to take a legal step on this, we might hold the government will have to pay, because, you know, when we were working on the contract was 6 months subject to renewal based on your performance. So the assumption is that, and per the labor law, as we got to realize or find out, is that if after 6 months your contract is not renewed and you end up working for years, which is the case for most of us, then that means it is assumed that you have been taken on permanently, so you're entitled to be treated as a permanent worker. So as at the time the closure happened, we had not been given a letter to say that we have been disengaged, and so this is the severance allowance or whatever package that you are taking home. Nothing like that happened. The closure of the toll happened with just a communique on radio. That's what even the letter that came out on the media was not even signed properly by anyone. It was just from the ministry, and it was acted upon, and we lost our jobs. Wow. You know, and yes, so the arrears that is owed us, when we kept pushing and pushing, it got to a point where there was a private contractor was handling some part of the tool. So we were pushing, we're engaging him as well as engaging the ministry. And then at the point in that, after 6 months into the closure, or 7 months thereabout, the private contractor, gave those who were under him a letter of termination of appointment. So from the closure to when we received those letters, it was about 6 to 7 months. So if we should go the legal way, then that means the government owes us from that time of the closure to when we receive those letters of termination of employment. So that is there. But for those who were working under Ghana Highway Authority, about 18 of the tolls were under Ghana Highway Authority. Those ones did not receive any letter whatsoever, and we didn't receive anything to indicate that the employment has been terminated. So for those people, so as we speak now, they are still they should be on government payroll, or government should be paying them to now, because the promise I was given, we're going to pay you until we find you an alternate livelihood. As I speak to you now, that alternate livelihood has not materialized. Wow. Nobody has employed any one of us. Now, I want to veer into this conversation because it might come up, or those who are listening might have heard this or being said somewhere. I mean, there was an issue to do with YEA, and YEA was saying they have employed former Tobu workers and all that. That issue, we need to, analyze it well and let the viewers understand what happened. Now, YEA always has the interest of the youth and like finding work for them and job for them. Now, for those who were, those of us who used to work with the various Tobus, there were part of us who were persons living with disability, and there were able-bodied persons as well. Now, most of the people who were persons living with disability were joined to an association, which is the Ghana Federation of Disabled. Now, Ghana Federation of Disabled is made up of persons with disability. Not all of them are Tobu workers. Just a few of those membership were those who were working under, with the toll system. So, YEA did a model for the Ghana Federation of Disabled. And it so happens that a few of those who used to work at the various toll plazas had the opportunity to get employed under that model that was designed solely for the Ghana Federation of Disabled. So then it was a point in time where government communicators twisted the facts, and they said that government has employed, in fact, they even said has employed all the former Tobu workers who used to work at the railroad, which is a total blatant lie. Wow. It's just a few of our members who were persons with disability who benefited from the intervention that YEA rolled out. So that is what happened, so that nobody throws that into anybody's eyes.
Okay, Duncan, I'm sure per your role in this union or your group, you've been following up keenly what these toll booths should be used for and whether you'll be employed again. Have you engaged the various authorities? What have they been telling you concerning the toll booth collection, and also whether you people coming back again to be employed?
Yes, so we're still engaging this current government. We've had the opportunity. In fact, the current Minister for Roads and Highways, Honorable Governor Kwame Abuja, we started engaging him way back when they were in opposition. And lo and behold, when the government came to power, he became the Minister for Roads and Highways. So we've engaged him on several occasions. In fact, for him, his doors are always open to us. I mean, anytime we can walk in there, myself and the chairman, we can go in there and receive us nicely. And so he keeps briefing us on, every step of the way as to the reintroduction of the tolls. Currently, as I speak to you, even last week, we had the opportunity to have a meeting with him where I believe that the contractor, the person who's supposed to build the structures, because this time around it's not going to be the information that have been given to us over the years or months. It's not going to be, there's not going to be any structure on the road, as in toll booths in the road itself. There's not going to be people in the booths who are collecting money, physical money. It will be a gantry system where there will be cameras and sensors overhead. So when you get there, you don't have to stop. You just go through and the sensors pick your whatever it is. There's a signal or whatever, and then it picks it and it deducts the money from your electronic payment system. So that is what they intend to roll out. And then the last meeting, like I said, that we had, the contractor, I believe, has been selected or almost being selected. The person is going to construct the whole infrastructure and run the system. So that is where we are now.
So is it? So that means from the briefing you have gotten, or from the engagement you've had with the Roads and Highways Minister, Governor Kwame Abuja, these toll booths wouldn't be needed. So what is the plan for it? Is it that they will be pulled down, they will be dismantled, or what is the plan?
Yes. Initially, we were even advocating for a hybrid system when we were engaging the current minister. We advocated for a hybrid system where some of the toll booths, or even at some of the plazas, you will have electronic toll gates and then you have manual toll gates. Because we envisage a situation where some, especially the foreign truck drivers who might not necessarily get on the system because they probably come to Ghana once in 2, 3, 4 months and they will not be going in for the system anyway, so they will prefer to pay cash and go. Equally, there could be even Ghanaians who prefer to even pay cash and not go through the electronic system. So we're advocating for that, but from what the minister was saying, they were clear in their mind that they don't want to go in for any manual collection of toll anymore.
So cashless system, I guess.
Yes. So
because there were allegations, if not factual, that they weren't able to realize enough revenue from the collection of the toll. Did that get to your attention? And is that what the ministry is trying to fight, or the government is trying to fight, by sort of doing cashless when it comes to toll collection?
Yes, I would say that is one of the main reasons for which they want to go cashless. The conversation and the situation and the stories that is circulating in the system as to how corrupt the system was, as to how corrupt toll booth workers was. Most of them are not true anyway. We do.
Oh, really? You are debunking that assertion?
I've read several stories that we print our own tickets. We, a whole lot of things, and it's not possible. You cannot do that. Having said that, though, I will not say that. I know that in every institution or every organization, of course, there might be some bad nuts in there who are doing certain things, but the quantum of the way, the quantum of it and how it is expressed in the government circles and even in the media is not, it's not right, it's not correct, So yes, there could be leakage, or there was leakage in the system, yes, but the proportion to which they think that there was a leakage is not like that. So yes, let's plug the hole. So that's why we have never been against this electronic system.
All right.
Our fight, or our what we want is that our people should have jobs. So that is our fight. That is our negotiation. Whenever we negotiate or we have a meeting, that is our stance. Whatever you do, you do. But make sure that our people have jobs to do.
All right. So,
yes.
Duncan, so when you look at the situation of the, or the current state of the toll, how do you feel and how does it make you feel actually?
It's a shame. I mean, especially when in the wake of the closure, when you see that the place that you used to work, cars are breaking it down, people are stealing stuff from it. You know, people steal stuff. It's a shame. I mean, it's heartbreaking, and that in the wake of the closure, like I said, even computers and certain things that were locked in there were stolen away. I mean, and some of the immediate, that is the coordinators and the people who were manning the place, took an initiative to even move some of the things, the properties, to a safe location.
Mm-hmm.
And the minister then got angry to the extent that I'm rattling feathers down, but I should say it, the former tolls manager at Ghana Highway Authority had to go on suspension because he collected some of the things to the warehouse at Ridge to keep. And the minister got offended that he did that. You know, but so we left all those things for people to steal and causing all this financial loss to the state. You do all this and you tell us you're trying to save money. You leave all these properties to be destroyed by people and some to be stolen by people. So it's double standard, especially I'm talking about the former Minister for Roads and Highways, which is Honorable Francis. What's the name? I've even forgotten the name. Sorry.
Are you talking about Francis and Subachi or Kwesi Amakwata?
No, Amakwata. Kwesi Amakwata, sorry. Yes, so that's the one I'm talking about.
Anyway, so our final words on this. Toll workers asking for job. Now the e-tolling system may come, and also we're also having issues with the structure right now, deteriorating very fast. Vehicles are running into them and all that. Final words from you, Duncan.
Yes, what I've always said, and we're pleading with the authorities, people in authority, is that our people should be employed because you put a promise on us that you will give us alternate livelihoods. Governance is a continuous process. Even though those promises was made by the previous administration, this administration should take on I don't want to say burden, but the responsibility to fulfill the promises that was given to us. So we're looking forward to it. We also know that most of our members, because this is going to be technology-based, some of our members will have to go through some form of training. We are hoping and praying that the authorities will see to it that our members will be trained to be equipped with the skills to run the new system that will be, unfolding. So we plead that the government, and we ask that the government should do the needful so that at least we will also be gainfully employed and be responsible citizens and contribute our quota to the development of this country.
Edward Duncan, thank you so much for your time. He's the General Secretary for the Ghana Toll Booth Workers Union, and they have said it. Well, we are also open because this is a sensitive issue, so normally you wouldn't get information or feedback readily available from the Roads and Highways Ministry. But then again, we are open. The Roads and Highways Minister, we know that you are working, that is Governor Kwame Agboja. We are out here for the response from your side, the e-tolling and all that. The details of the e-tolling, we would want to know about it. How best the media can also push the understanding to go down well to the citizens, i.e. motorists and people who use the road users, so that they understand the e-tolling system. And also with the Public Relations Department, why not? If there are comments you would want to pass on to us, we are open for all that. But the question that we are all asking is, what are the structures going to be used for? These structures that have been left abandoned, what are they going to be used for? But I like Duncan's point that they've engaged the Roads and Highways Minister a couple of times, and he's told them what the plans are. He's opened his doors to them to come in and have conversations on the way forward on how to use or what the tolling system will be like in this country. They want to be employed because having over 800 of their members out of job, that's serious. And sort of the allegations or maybe the widespread issues that came up with the embezzlement of funds when it comes to using money at the toll booths and all that, taking money, not accounting for this, not accounting for that. Well, he denied it. We wouldn't want to say much about that. But all what we want is at least something must be done about these toll booths that have been left abandoned, and also what the plan is for the e-tolling system and what the plan is for these abandoned toll booths. Chris.
Well, I feel his pain. I feel their pain.
Duncan.
Yeah.
They've been going on a number of demonstrations.
I really feel their pain, and I just pray that when the ministry decides on whatever toll system they want to use, that they bring them along, because they've been holding on for too long.
Really, you see, the tolling system is a very sensitive thing to talk about.
Yes.
Because when 2021, when it was halted, a lot of comments came, public backlash and all that. Then fast forward when there was a story that broke out that it's going to be used for decent washrooms. I can say that Kwesi Amwakwata, then they didn't take it easy. Then now the new administration, that is the NDC government, has also said that, well, we are going to phase out the system and come out with e-tolling.
But
we are yet to see the e-tolling.
The e-tolling, all I can say is that they need to really sit and think about it and implement it well. Because at the end of the day, I like what he said. If you're going to start with the e-tolling, I feel like you should roll out the whole thing by, first of all, using a hybrid.
Sort of like a simulation exercise must be done to see how it's
you know, I think the hybrid system should still be there because not everybody is tech savvy in Africa.
Yeah, so
and a lot of people are not ready to be tech savvy.
Be doing the manual.
Exactly, because some people tell Charlie, I can't do this thing. No. Even banking, even Momo, some people still have problem with it. Do you understand?
Even the truck drivers, you ask him that you use Momo.
He's like no. So obviously, with the terrain that we live in, you need to look at how the people behave before you implement whatever you want to implement. So if you want to do a tolling system, start with a hybrid, honestly. Because if you start with this there'll be chaos on the road.
But then again, we need to adjust ourselves and get to know new things, you know.
Yes, but you have to start from somewhere. You have to start from
Especially
somewhere.
when some people are on their Momo accounts and all those things.
You have to start from somewhere.
You wouldn't be able to deduct the money.
Because I know, like, for example, like Nigeria, in Lagos, it's a hybrid system on the Lekki toll booth.
Oh.
It's the hybrid. So there's one side that does the E, and the other four still does the manual.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
Okay. So we'll go and learn from Lekki. But anyway, let's take a break here. We'll come back with more on the show. Please stay with us.
Let's get into the world of sports like never before.
You know how we do it on Fridays.
Join us every Friday at 7 p.m. on 97.3 City FM for Sports Panorama, your ultimate destination for all things sports.
One of the biggest scandals in this country's history. You can't spend 250 million USD and come out with that.
From the thrill of association football to the excitement of basketball, tennis, athletics, and even emerging sports, we cover it all. Whether it's the Premier League or the latest NBA showdown, we bring you the stories behind the stars.
Getting an opportunity to become a national team coach, you should understand the politics around football.
And don't miss the prayer of the rabbi.
Joe was Zebaut. How Zebaut there? Zebaut won Chaboke.
We're not just about the games, we're about the community.
If you are going to be given this kind of treatment, then you need to be that guy. When I look at him play,
He's not it.
Or when it's time for Don't Call Me.
Moria picky, picky. No,
Join the conversation as we connect with fans across the country and beyond. What's the latest updates? Send us your thoughts and we'll feature your comments live on air. And remember, we like to hear your predictions for matches and your thoughts in general. Think you know who's going to win? Let us know.
Big shout outs to my YouTube people.
Tune in every Friday at 7 p.m. only on 97.3 City FM. Sports Panorama, where sports come alive.
Me ke man bi mo no nya Kofi Adam no my kami. Matwale. Man ke la ke no ya ne. Meneke. Say one shako ba club me fake DJ. Ni wo hia ka wo hye. Ye Yesu gba mi. Amen.
Sports Panorama, your weekly sports fix. Don't miss out on the action. Sports Panorama. Catch the excitement every Friday. The City Business Olympics is back. It's all about team building, networking, and staying healthy. Which game will your company participate in this year? Is it 7-a-side football, volleyball, swimming, basketball, or sack race? Rally your teammates and get ready for action. Date, Saturday, September 27, 2025. Time, 8 a.m. Venue, Eden Heights Sports Complex. Call 0558-973-973 to register your company today. Let's keep fit, grow connections, and enjoy a day full of energy and excitement. It's powered by City FM with support from Channel 1 TV.
All right, welcome back. It's still Breakfast Daily, and right now we are about to have a conversation, and I call it a very exciting conversation. It's like bringing fire to the studio this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the cast of GH Queens, and they are getting to season 3. You are welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
We have Ifeodor and Jifa.
Hi.
How are you?
Sensational.
Very well, thank you.
Very well. You've been causing trouble on X, always.
Hey, trouble
always.
comes from me.
and now you are Ifeodor Christ.
Of course, yes. I'm one. I'm in the oneness now.
That's good. Anyway, let's get straight into the conversation. Let's talk about GH Queens. For those hearing for the first time, what is GH Queens all about?
So GH Queens is a reality show that focuses on a few public figures, well, the females in Ghana, such as myself, Jifa here, Sefa, Coco Trey. So just follows our lives and then like our interactions with each other and the drama and whatnot.
Talking about the drama, do you think drama always has to be part of, reality shows?
I mean, if it's not, then it's not real.
That's true. I think it also just follows naturally when you're put into a room with certain people.
Yeah, so I've watched snippets of it from season 1 and season 2. Do you guys hate yourself sometimes?
Do we what?
Hate yourselves that much sometimes?
No, I don't think anybody hates anyone. I think it's natural because in your life there's drama.
Right.
Like in everybody's life, drama happens. It's just that ours is just captured on TV.
And it's focused also.
Right. Yeah. So Jifa, you joined this season.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's already shot. And how was it shooting, or how was it filming the whole thing?
Shooting, filming was all fun. I really enjoyed my time and getting to know her and all the cast members. But yeah, it's drama.
She's very funny. Like, you guys see her on TikTok?
Yeah, everybody sees her on TikTok, exactly. So I'm bringing, okay, so putting it together, what would you say? Would you say you brought your character from TikTok to the whole show? Or there's another Jifa that we don't know? Like
I brought myself. So the shy one, the fun one, all kinds. Because I think people see me as being like all comical and gra gra gra. But I'm also a shy and reserved person. And I think on the show you also get to see that.
Yeah. And how was it for you when you got the call to say, hey, we want you to be in GH Queen Season 3?
I was surprised. I was like, because it's not really my thing. But I promised myself this year that I'll try new things. So I was like, let's just see how it goes.
So if you have been here on Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, I think you're the longest cast member. And what would you say the experience has been for you? And why do you think you have been the longest cast member?
The experience has been amazing, you know, like each time getting to know the new people that come on the set. And the reason why I've been on it the longest, because look at me, I am entertainment classified. You understand what I'm saying? Like, who doesn't want to see what's going on if you're live, or who she fighting, who she beefing with? I ain't got for me and I'm offending. I'm going my hair.
And how has it been with you dealing with backlash sometimes? I mean, like it's not just about, you know, GH Queens. I mean, on Instagram, on Twitter, people are always coming after you. How does it feel like, you know, receiving all that? And how do you deal with it? Especially for someone watching you right now and the person's like, you know what, I think I like what Ifya does, but do I have that strength and tenacity? So how do you deal with all of that?
Honestly, I don't deal with it because everything that they're saying is not me. You know, the things that people project, you choose to soak it in or to not respond to it. And I always feel like at the end of the day, if anybody is attacking me, it has nothing to do with me, it has to do with them. So I don't deal with it. And it took a while for me to get to this place because obviously, like, when I first came to Ghana, like, the comments, they would get to me. But as time went by, and I just understood that there's a reason why people are always coming for me. They like what I'm doing, but they just don't understand what I'm doing. So the only way they can deal with it is by attacking. People usually attack what they fear. So I don't blame them. I just understand what they're doing and just like ignore it.
So Jifa, who was your best friend or best cast member?
I loved all of them. All of them had
who
their
are you closer to?
I don't even know.
Were you? I think we're all just like.
Did you have beef with anybody?
No, I stayed away from it.
So nobody fought you?
No,
nothing.
No.
But did you use your tagline that you always use on TikTok? On, you know, it's morning TV, so I can't say it. You know.
I think it was. I think it was mentioned a couple of times. But
how did that tagline come along, though?
I was driving in traffic, and I got distracted by a big. And I was literally saying how it can cause an accident. And
she said it to one of the cast members.
No, but all of them. They have. I wonder where I was standing when God was dashing people.
But then again, what would you say was your best moment on the show?
My best moment? I think all of them.
Right? No favorite time?
No, because I'm lit.
Always lit.
And was there ever a time you said, you know what, I don't think I can do this? Did you ever doubt yourself? I mean, reality show is a lot.
Yeah, every day before getting on it, I was like, this people. But when you're there and just having fun.
Yeah. If you have any best moments?
Best moments? Ooh. I can't talk about it. I gotta watch it. This moment happened instantly. It was crazy. Champagne being poured on people.
Okay.
People breaking bottles, and it happened instantly. Like,
how can your best moment be drama?
But no, I think it's because she wasn't involved.
I wasn't
in it.
involved in the drama. This season,
so she was just like, okay.
Yeah, I was watching from afar, and it was really nice to watch. It was very entertaining. This season, I really wasn't in. Maybe I was in a little bit of drama, right? I was.
No, but you know, because there's a bit of rebrand now because of the if you're the Christ.
No, it's because I'm elevated. I'm elevating in life. In life, you can't if you're like when you're elevating, you can't go back to the old things you used to do. And yeah, now it's like I'm in a very special space in my life. I'm more aware of my surroundings. I'm more aware of who I am and what I want to be. Before, I was all over the place trying to find myself. Now that I found myself, I don't really want to be associated with drama.
So would you say you've grown?
Of course. You've grown. Of course, I've matured.
So we're going to see the grown Ifeodor in season 3.
You're going to see the more mature, grown, rationalized Ifeodor. Still a baddie, you know what I'm saying? I never stopped being a baddie. But yeah, you're just going to see a more elevated Ifeodor on Anna, right?
I'm saying I'm actually very excited. I can't see. I can't wait to see it. But how can people see the season 3? I know like season 1 and 2 were on Showmax.
Yes. It's now it's on YouTube, so it's available for everybody.
Yeah. So even season 1 and 2 is still there.
It's still there. Yes, it's still.
So why did you decide to shift to YouTube this time around?
So that everybody will be able to access us, because we have a lot of people who are outside, like in Europe and London and in America, who really love us. Like the first Snapchat that people from all over the world are on it. You know, my following too. So now it's more accessible for others to watch.
Right. That's interesting. And what are some of the reviews that you actually got from this?
People are excited. People can't wait to see
surprised,
Jafar. Yeah, they're surprised
I'm
that she's
shocked.
on it.
I'm shocked to see that Jafar is going to be part of it.
One comment I saw, they said they better not bring their drama to Jafar or something like that.
So Jafar's like the angel.
We'll find out.
Anyway, I mean, your viewers are watching right now, so tell them what they are to expect and when it starts. Has it already started?
No.
Okay, so just give us all the information.
You go.
Me?
Yes. No. You can tell them what to expect from Jafar.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, guys. Yeah, expect the unexpected, and I really hope you have fun getting to know me and seeing me in my true element.
Right. So that's your true element.
Well, part of it.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, what she said.
What she said. So when does it start? What's the YouTube channel?
So GH Queens on YouTube, and the premiere is on the 16th of September.
16th of September.
Yeah. 18th. Yeah.
The 16th of the.
18th,
I think 16th or 18th.
Yeah.
17th. Boy, yeah, it is.
16, 17, 18, 19.
You
guys are having too much fun. So 17th.
17th of September.
17th of September on YouTube.
On YouTube.
What time?
GH Queens.
8 p.m.
At 8 p.m.
8 p.m.
Yeah.
Wow. So we should expect some drama.
Expect everything, you know, because Sefa is also on it. People haven't really, people don't get to see Sefa. So you get to see Sefa in her elements. We have Yvonne, we have Coco Trey came back. You know, she wasn't in season 2. She came back for season 3. Calby is in there. Who else? Cookie. You see Cookie? Yeah, you know, you get to see the girls in their elements. There is drama, but it's not always drama. You see us in our different elements, our highs, our lows. Yeah, we come together and we just conquer.
Yeah, that's nice. That's actually very nice for Ghana in Ghanaian entertainment.
Because we don't have that.
We don't really have reality shows, but this is a reality show of all women and all young women doing stuff in their own way. And it will be nice to see. I can't wait to see it. Guys, it's the 17th of September on YouTube, GH Queens. I mean, put on your notifications right now so you wouldn't miss anything. But while waiting for it, you can still go and check out the season 1 and season 2 to prep yourself for what you would expect in season 3. Anyway, how can people follow you in case anybody's following you? Your social media handles.
Oh, it's Ifeodor.
And GH Queens too.
GH Queens, yes. It's also GH Queens on Instagram, TikTok, and I think Twitter. Yeah. But with us individually, I think mine is just Ifeodor on Instagram and everywhere else.
Yeah, mine's Jifa, DJ. IFA.
Yeah. All right. It's really nice having you guys here.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, so it's been all about the GH Queens, and it's a reality TV show, and it's all women living their life and doing things. You can actually get inspired, entertained at the same time, and also be informed with whatever they are doing. These are some of the people that we see on TV and on social media. So yeah, it's going to be fun. Just go out there and support them. Remember, we're supporting our own. Go to YouTube, GH Queens, and it's on the 17th of September That's what the premiere date of the third season. So go out there and support them. Now it's time for us to check out our entertainment highlight, and we'll be back with more.
Hello and welcome to Entertainment Highlights on Breakfast Daily. My name is Dede Davis and this is proudly powered by GhanaWeekend.com. Now let's get into our first highlight. Actress and media personality Nanama McBrown has pledged her full support to the family of the late TikToker Elvis Frimpong, popularly known as Osanju. In a live TikTok session shared on social media on September 8, 2025, McBrown, who affectionately referred to Osanju as her boyfriend, announced her decision to support the planning and execution of his funeral rites. McBrown explained that as Osanju's girlfriend, she felt personally responsible for giving him a respectful and meaningful send-off. This burial rite is centered around me because I am the widow. I haven't been able to speak to Osanju's father, but when Osanju was alive, he's told me that he didn't want any flashy or big funeral when he passed on. So I will make sure to grant his heart's desires. She also clarified that the purpose of the ceremony is not to host a celebration, but rather to raise funds in support of Osanju's father, who is facing hardship following the recent loss of his wife. Osanju passed away on September 1, 2025, after a long battle with leukemia, a condition he openly discussed with his followers on social media. In other stories, popular Ghanaian music duo Keche has voiced frustration over the persistent lack of royalty payments from the Ghana Music Rights Organization, GAMRO. In an interview on Hits FM on September 8, 2025, the duo vented their irritation, stating, "Even 500 Ghana cedis is too much. We haven't received as low as 20 Ghana cedis. We have registered with them, yet with all our hit songs, nothing." They, however, voiced hope that the new administration would provide some relief to the ongoing situation. Expressing optimism, the duo praised President Mahama's decision to appoint more creatives into government positions, which could yield tangible improvement in the royalty payment system. Keche also recalled the financial struggles of industry veterans, highlighting that even legends have not been adequately compensated. They emphasized that this is an industry-wide injustice that must be addressed as a matter of urgency.
500 dollars, 150. 150 Ghana Korean bida. They don't give 50 Ghana, not 50 Ghana.
Never?
Never. Not even
you
20.
You registered with them?
Of course.
Never.
20 Ghana Korean bida.
Moving on, Nigerian singer and entrepreneur Mr. Easy has sparked conversations on social media following the release of excerpts from his wedding ceremony with partner Temi. In a post shared on X on September 6, 2025, Mr. Easy, who officially tied the knot with his billionaire princess in Monaco on May 9, 2025, revealed the heartwarming reason behind choosing that specific date for their civil wedding. He explained that May 9 was the birthday of his late mother, and selecting the date was his way of honoring her memory. Accra has welcomed the launch of H Music Studio, a cloud-based digital audio workstation designed for music creators across the globe, which offers real-time collaboration, mastering, publishing, and distribution tools directly from any browser or mobile device. The event was hosted by celebrated media figure Jay Foley, alongside other notable guests who came to witness this milestone in Ghana's music industry. Speaking at the launch, CEO Harrison Osundu Ehike highlighted the transformative impact H Music Studio is set to deliver. H Music Studio provides a centralized hub for booking studio sessions, connecting with professionals, and streamlining music production needs.
We are inviting all artists, producers, labels, and music fans to join us. Together, we're going to make African music louder. I say that again, louder. Support creativity and shape the future of music in ways we've only dreamed about. From the whole HL music team, thanks for believing in this dream.
Nollywood actress Annie Macaulay has once again drawn attention with a message that many believe points to her past experiences with her ex-husband, music star Innocent Baba Idibia. The actress posted on Instagram on Monday expressing her hope that her daughter would make better choices than she did and always recognize her value. She wrote, "I hope my daughter doesn't accept things. I've accepted that she knows her worth from the start and that no matter what, she always has me in her corner." The post stirred reactions, with many linking it to the ups and downs of her marriage and recent separation. While presenting an award, she corrected herself after almost introducing her surname as Idibia before settling for Macaulay, then playfully addressed single women in the audience. The moment was widely seen as her first public acknowledgement of being single. Her ex-husband had already announced the split in January 2025, ending a union that lasted more than a decade. Now let's check out Channel 1 TV's countdown.
Number 9. From with this how no I can't let go. You be down peace with a heart full of gold. Been through hell, you my heaven for real.
She said she there with me for me no be
Number 8.
I didn't watch it, feminine mean shit. I didn't watch it, judging me so me pay. A day.
Number 7.
If like you, poverty, I said no try call me again. You make me feel like nobody.
Number 6. Number 5.
You see me dropping the crown, you comment. Mama say me when I be run asa. The secret dear fifia me bua na ba. Nancy and I be never here ya catch so dream about plenty me ya da.
Number 4.
Let's funk come on me, I wanna write down. Say me niko shine about what eyebrow pet. Now my dream that me team when I go light out. You know the lifestyle.
Number 2. Number 1.
One side, shoulder, shoulder, one side, shoulder, one side, shoulder, one side.
That will be it for the entertainment highlights on Breakfast Daily, powered by GhanaWeekend.com. Stay with Ghana Weekend for all the crunchy stories on your favorite celebrity, events, and all things pop culture. Follow us on Facebook, X, Instagram, and TikTok. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Ghana Weekend TV. My name is Didi Davis.
Curious about what's happening beyond your borders? Beyond Borders takes you there every Wednesday at 7
Caleb Kuda as he explores the stories that shape our world, connecting you with Ghanaians in other cultures and seeing the world through their eyes.
So if you learn to one thing, you leave your shoes outside. Wow.
Tuesday, you know, I won't go to Ghana dressed in a Lacoste.
As director of operations.
From international politics to the human stories that define nations, Beyond Borders brings you a fresh perspective of Ghanaians around the world, one
The City Business Olympics is back! It's all about team building, networking, and staying healthy. Which game will your company participate in this year? Is it 7-a-side football, volleyball, swimming, basketball, or sack race? Rally your teammates and get ready for action. Date, Saturday, September 27, 2025. Time, 8 a.m. Venue, Eden Heights Sports Complex. Call 0558-973-973 to register your company today. Let's keep fit, grow connections, and enjoy a day full of energy and excitement. It's powered by City FM with support from Channel 1 TV.
Welcome back. This is still Breakfast Daily on Channel 1 TV. What's an interesting conversation with
GH Queens. The cast of GH Queens, yeah.
You find it's an interesting lady. She's just an interesting lady. And if you're maybe you'd want to check it out on the socials, that is YouTube. It's the 17th of September?
Yeah, 17th of September, right on YouTube. But before then, you can actually go on YouTube and watch season 1 and 2. So you have a feel of what we will see on season 3. Yeah.
And again, we just want to also remind you of the City Business Olympics that will be happening on 27th of September 2025. And when I say this, it sounds far, but it's just some few weeks from now. So please call the line 0558-973-973 now, not tomorrow, like now. So you would get all the details, what is needed when it comes to registering your company, how many people you are supposed to come there with, what discipline, sporting discipline you participate in. And I keep saying that the CEO's challenge is one of the best, that at the end of the day, you would see that, well, your CEO has participated. What is so interesting that you would be at the same event with your chief executive officer that you've been seeing maybe once a week or twice a week, but he's there with you, you're all having fun, participating in sporting disciplines and all that. It's also a place to network, very important, because you are now folding your sleeves up, or probably you are coming there in your sporting wear, and there is no suit and tie. So you end up breaking or agreeing to that deal at the grounds and all that. It's just an interesting place that you'd want to come. We keep saying that it may be tomorrow that we come and tell you that it's sold out. So please call now, 0558-973-973, so you register and register fast, and also book your slot.
Yeah.
It's been an interesting one, and with a tour book discussion and all that, we are just hoping that very soon the Rose Ministry also come and tell us about it. We've had conversations on that on the show today. Just wrapping up on the show. Happy belated birthday wishes to Madame Leticia Danso. We pray for more blessings, grace, and God's health from your children, Linda, Philomena, Richard, Emmanuel, Jima, and your last born, Eugene. So that's the message there for Madame Leticia Danso. Yesterday was her birthday.
Yeah. Anyway, so we've had a very good show, and I hope you also had a good show. But remember that we're going to be coming back tomorrow right here at the same time. The show starts at 7 o'clock with Nana Tufo-Boateng, and from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., Philip and I will be taking you through. But now, it's time for us to say our bye-byes. My name is Chris Carter.
I am Philip Nilati. Many thanks for your time, and keep watching Channel 1 TV.
Nation full of questions, where truth often hides behind noise, one show dares to ask